Well, it's hard to believe, but tonight is the halfway point of the Wampus Cat football season. I'm Jeff Matthews. Thank you for watching Conway Wampus Cat football on Conway Corp Channel 5. It's brought to you by Conway Regional Health System, and we appreciate them not only this year, but the years in the past that they have been valued supporters of what we do here at Conway Corp. Now, tonight, the Wampus Cats are home against an old foe, North Little Rock. We played the Charging Wildcats for years and years and years. There have been some really competitive games. Tonight has the makings of not being one of those unless somebody doesn't focus like they're supposed to. Conway is 4-0, 0-1 in conference play. North Little Rock, 0-4, 0-1 in conference play. When we come back, I'll be joined by the voices of the Wampus Cats, Levi Gilbert and Tim Roach. They'll be here for our weekly roundtable discussion. We'll have the senior spotlight in just a little bit, also our visit with Coach Buck James, Tim's three things, and the starting lineup. That's all leading up to kickoff, which is tonight at 7 on Conway Corp Channel 5.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for more than 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all of your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway.
Our award-winning team, led by board-certified interventional cardiologists and emergency physicians, delivers one of the state's best door-to-balloon times for emergency heart care when you need it most.
So when you are facing a heart emergency, trust the care you will find down the hallway, not down the highway.
Time now for our weekly roundtable discussion. I'm joined by Levi Gilbert and Tim Roach, the voices of the Wampus Cats. And tonight, the Cats are back at home taking on North Little Rock. Now, before we talk about the Charging Wildcats and a team that's struggling, let's talk about last week's opponent, Little Rock Southwest. Both teams are 0-4, but it kind of seems like they're maybe going different directions. Your thoughts on last week's Little Rock Southwest game, guys?
I think that's an interesting point to hit on, Jeff, is because those two teams, they're going to be playing each other, not this week, but the next week. And that's a game I'm going to be keeping an eye on because I think might be a surprising outcome in that game. Yeah, I mean, Southwest, they've got athletes. I mean, we talked about it last week. They've got some of the ingredients. It's just it hasn't all kind of baked together yet. And so maybe a few years down the road, it could look a lot different. But you saw it in that second quarter, when we started plugging some new guys in, things got a little interesting. Southwest was able to march right down the field and score. And then we had an interception that led to another score. And all of a sudden it was a two-score game. I think our guys all woke up at that point and got their heads back in it, and then it was not a game after that. But you definitely saw moments from Southwest where you could tell, oh man, maybe this is a team. I don't know how quickly they're ascending, but it seems like there's some incremental ascension that's happening in that program.
For me, it was that we did have that moment. Levi mentioned it in the second period when it was 28-0. They were on the ropes. It was a blowout at that point. They come back and score defensively and offensively. And for the first time in a long time, we were challenged, and I was very interested. I didn't think we were going to lose the ball game, but I was very interested to see how we would respond because you knew that the coaching on the sidelines from Buck James and staff was going to be a little bit in their face. And boy, I mean, immediately 14 points, you turn around and it's the same score it was before, and we were moving on. So I was really glad to see us get challenged. Didn't like that it happened, but I was glad to see how we responded, and boy, did we respond.
So Conway gets the win. They are now 4-0, 1-0 in conference play. Southwest drops to 0-4, 0-1, which is the same record as North Little Rock. Tonight's opponent, they're the team that's going the other way. I can't get my arrows straight, but you know what I'm saying. That North Little Rock program is not in a good way, guys. What have you learned in your preparation for tonight's game?
It's shocking. I mean, we saw them a year ago. They struggled. I think they were 1-3 when we played them at this time last year. They were struggling even then, but it's just like a whole new level this year, and it's just alarming because you can think about it wasn't even 10 years ago. They were maybe the premier team in the state. I mean, the premier program. They won one state championship. They were in the finals, what it seemed like 4 years in a row or something like that. And I mean, it's just crazy that it has dropped off this quickly. And it should be alarming for, I think, any program in the 7A that you can see what can happen if things aren't quite in place that you need to be in place to be a successful program. And I hate it for North Little Rock. I was looking this week, we played them 4 years ago and they scored more points in that one game against us. They won that night. It was the last time they beat us. They scored more points in that game than they've scored in 4 games this entire season. And it's just offensively, they just can't really get things going. And defensively, it seems like they're playing on their heels a little bit. But I always think back to the year when we went to Cabot and we were 0-5. And Cabot was 5-0, and we went in there and we blew their doors off. So I always keep that in mind. If you've got enough athletes, anything can happen on a Friday night. And so I don't want to get too confident. I know our coaches aren't going to let our team get too confident. But you just you always have that in the back of your head when you're playing a program like North Little Rock.
Well, they're building for the future. I mean, you can tell by the number of sophomores that are on their team and the size of the team when we get out there. Conway's been pretty much bigger than anybody that we've played so far, and you will definitely see that when we play tonight. I feel bad for them. I don't in some ways, but I do in some ways, because you want to see competition across the conference be somewhat equal. You would like to be able to be dominant, but not in this fashion. This is a team that we should beat handily, and if we don't, that'll be a challenge for Buck James and his coaching staff. We should come in and do what we want to here. It's just a tale of two teams in totally opposite directions.
So as we mentioned, they're 0-4, 0-1 in conference play. Their game last week was against Pulaski Academy at home. PA's first game in the 7A Central, and they beat them 47-0. So looking at the other games in the 7A Central, that PA team playing their first home game in conference action. They're hosting Little Rock Central. Cabot is going to be at Southwest, our opponent last week and our opponent next week. And then Bryant travels to Little Rock Christian, as Christian knocked off Cabot a week ago, and hosting Bryant tonight. Good slate of games. Your thoughts on tonight's action across the conference?
Yeah, I think everyone's eyes is probably going to be on Bryant and Little Rock Christian, because there's, the top 4 is who I expected the top 4 to be after the first week of conference play, and that's Bryant, us, and PA and Little Rock Christian. But this will be, the first real test for Bryant, in conference play, because they played Central last week. It wasn't much of a game, and it's going to be a really big test for Christian to say, hey, we're up here in the 7A now. How can we compare against a real 7A power? They're going to find that out quickly. I will say that Cabot and Southwest game, I'm going to be keeping an eye on that, because after what we saw from Southwest last week, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that game's a little more interesting than folks might expect.
Yeah, that's the one I was going to lean on is that one. I will be interested to see if the athletes that Southwest has, that they're figuring out. It looked to me like they're starting to figure out where to get those guys in the right spots. If they do that, they could be trouble for anybody. Cabot might have too much talent just across the board, but if Southwest figures it out, they could be trouble.
Should be a fun night of conference football once again. Guys, thanks. We'll join you live at John McConnell Stadium in just a few moments. But when we come back on the Conway Regional Health System pregame show, we'll talk to Max Owen, senior tight end, and you guys will have your conversation with Coach James as well. That all is coming up on Conway Corp Channel 5.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all of your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers and exceptional team of nurses to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. When you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway.
The Conway Regional Health System pregame show continuing here on Conway Corp, and join us now for the senior spotlight. Let's talk some offense with senior Max Owen. Max, let's go ahead and start off talking about the journey that has led you to this point today. When did you get started with football, and how did it all lead to today?
Yeah, so I've been playing football since I guess 5th or 6th grade. Started an Optimist for the Titans. Me and a few guys on the team, actually, like Isaiah played over there. Trayvon played there. So, yeah, I started there playing quarterback for the Titans. So played there for 2 years. And then I was quarterback from 7th to middle of last year.
So, Max, you have played on the Wampus Cats. You talk about playing quarterback for the Titans. On this team, you've played several roles, including quarterback, punter, wide receiver, tight end. Now you're settled into the wide receiver spot.
Yes,
Has your contribution to all those different kinds of roles, have they helped you out as a wide receiver? And if so, how?
I definitely think playing quarterback has helped me a lot with wide receiver, just like getting to know what the defenses look like, what routes I'm going to have to run, knowing what other people's routes are going to run, how I'm going to have to like kind of change mine depending on theirs. I think that's helped a lot. And just the whole idea of not having to think about as much as a wide receiver from coming from quarterback, I think that's really nice. Just kind of going out there and playing.
Yeah. Max, we have quite a few footballers who are multi-sport guys, just like you're one of those. You've played Wampus Cat baseball. There's a common thought out there that, playing different sports that require all these different skill sets, that it's good holistically, overall for an athlete to have those kind of experiences. Has it helped you in football to be playing other sports? And if so, how do you think that's helped you out?
I think it's definitely helped. I think baseball helps a lot with just like fast twitch type of stuff. I think that's helped a lot. And I think my stuff in football, like speed and quickness, everything has helped me a lot on the baseball field. So I think it all kind of goes hand in hand with all the stuff you learn from each sport.
So, Max, this is your last year as a Wampus Cat, as a senior football player, and you've seen and experienced a lot in those 3 years. All 3 years, you've ended one step shy of the championship game. What we've asked the coaches this, and they've talked about what they think is how they get to the next step. But I don't know if I've ever asked a player this. What do you think it's going to take for you guys to get to that next step? Let's just say you get to the semifinals. What do you think it's going to take to get to that next step?
I think it's going to be I think our strength and conditioning this year is going to play a big role, just how much stronger we are. But I also think that our relationship with all the guys is going to be better. I feel like we have a tighter relationship than we have been the past couple of years. I think that's going to help a lot just as a team being able to contribute each little part together. So I think that's going to play a big role.
Max, you've been working with Coach Kelly your whole time here, but there's been a couple new offensive coaches this year, Coach Howard, Coach McDaniel. What's it been like working with some of these new coaches?
It's been really helpful for me, just like Coach McDaniel, kind of fine-tuning everybody. He's really put me in a place to where I can succeed, and I feel like he's really made me kind of think about the game more, learn the game better. And I think he's helped me become a better leader of the guys, just kind of keeping everybody up no matter what. Just like, I think that's helped me a lot, just leadership and then just fine-tuning those skills that I haven't really had in the past previous years.
Well, he's senior Wampus Cat Max Owen, and sometimes you'll see him lined up in more of a tight end type spot or H-back spot. Sometimes you'll see him split out at receiver. Either way, he's a huge target for your Wampus Cats. Max, thanks for joining us, and best of luck tonight against North Little Rock, and of course, best of luck on the rest of the season.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Good talking to y'all.
When you choose Conway Regional, you're choosing more than exceptional care. You're choosing a healthcare provider that's deeply rooted in your community, where our doctors and staff are your neighbors and friends. With 9 primary care locations in 5 counties, we believe in building lasting relationships centered on trust and personalized care. Take control of your healthcare journey with us as your dedicated partner. Schedule your appointment today and let our family take care of yours.
Conway Regional Health System pregame show continues, and join us now, Wampus Cat head coach Buck James. And Coach, you got 7A Central Place started off with a victory at Southwest, but it was a game that had some interesting moments for your team. Southwest cut it to a 2-score game in the second quarter, but your team immediately responded after that. Just curious, what stood out to you from your team's performance against the Griffins?
Well, I thought we started out well, and I think we relaxed a little bit. And we talked about it in the week prior to it. Is that they're a good enough group of athletes to give you a lot of problems and give you a lot of bad plays. And I think you can't relax against a team that's just as fast or faster than you are, just as big or bigger than you are. You've got to go out and play well, and you got to execute. And they have a football team that can score anywhere on the field, and they got what they do defensively gives you bad plays. And, you got to be able to, persevere through some of that. And you got to execute. You got to trust your technique and what you're supposed to do on the play, and then execute it, even though the guy's not where he's supposed to be. And what shows up, you block, and what shows up, you cover, and you got to do all those things. And it comes down to little disciplines. And if you let your little disciplines go, then you give somebody who is just as good an athlete you are, or a better athlete than you are, a chance to be successful. And that's what happened. And when we put it together, we were pretty good. When we didn't execute well, then they played better than we did.
Now, Coach, we're going to talk about North Little Rock here specifically in a second, but you've had a schedule so far, the non-conference schedule, and now one game into the conference schedule, where you've had blowouts and you've faced a couple teams that are struggling, and we didn't help the cause there because we kind of steamrolled as we went through that, which is great news for your backups, and you got a chance to play a lot of folks and work on the depth. And so that's good for those guys. But for your starters, how do you keep them focused on especially in parts of the schedule where it looks like we're going to outmatch somebody and we're a lot stronger than they are? How do you keep them focused?
Well, it has to happen in practice, and it has to be competition in practice. It has to be competition within your personnel group. I mean, everybody's got to compete, and we've got to, sometimes the best player you're going to see that week might be on your team. And you've got to compete, and you've got to give them a chance. Iron sharpens iron. I mean, it's got to be some guys out there within the disciplines of the game to practice as hard as they possibly can, play at a level that they're supposed to play at, be disciplined to make sure that we do the things the right way where nobody gets hurt, but where we can get better. And I think, it's got to be within. It's little disciplines. And, self-discipline is doing what you normally wouldn't do on, for yourself. And you've got to make yourself get up. You got to make yourself go to work. You got to make yourself work out. You got to make yourself eat right. You got to get enough sleep. You've got to have the little disciplines it takes to improve as a football player, to improve as a person, and to improve as a team. And our guys have got to understand that we've got to go out there and prepare ourselves like we're playing the best team in the state. We can't just flip a switch and all of a sudden be a great football team. We've got to prepare to be a great football team each and every day. And that's hard to do when you have so much social media out there and everything's telling you what you're going to do or what everybody thinks you're going to do, instead of take care of your business, put your goggles on and look straight ahead and go for trying to be the best version of you can be, and the best version of your team that you can be as a group.
Coach, that goes really well into this next question, because you got a North Little Rock team coming in tonight that's struggling right now. So what has been the message to your guys this week, specifically as you've prepared for North Little Rock, a team that in the past, Conway has had its own struggles against, but has kind of flipped the script the last few years?
Well, one time they were probably the most dominating team in the state of Arkansas. And, Coach Reed and his staff, they are working hard to try to get that to happen. But the way the rules are now and the way people move, they've lost 20 starters in the last year to what we call the transfer portal, and it's decimated their team. And it's unfair. It's not fair to the kids that stayed. It's not fair to the program and what those guys did before they got there, because I can remember having to push our kids on the bus to go play them. And they had some tremendous teams and for a long period of time. And so it shows it can happen to anybody, but they're in a rebuilding phase and they have athletes. They're just young and inexperienced. And I feel sure that Coach Reed and his staff are going to get this thing fixed. Right now they're just really a young, like a JV football team, and they will get better, and they have a good junior high team. And so, this is something that's temporary. I think the program, the alumni, the community of North Little Rock and that town want to have good sports and good school, and they're on the fight to try to make it back to that again. And we've got to go out there and prepare for ourselves. So we got to go out there and compete. We've got to They're defensively, they're a lot like what we saw against Southwest. They can score from anywhere on the field. We have to be disciplined. We have to play every play hard. We have to stay on our tracks. We have to do our job, and we have to push ourselves to be a winner on each and every play.
He's Buck James and his number 3 ranked Wampus Cats back home tonight for more 7A Central action here on Conway Corp, and kickoff with North Little Rock just a few minutes away. Coach, we've been saying it every week, but it's true. Can't wait to see what you guys do tonight. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, I appreciate you guys.
Our thanks to Coach Buck James. He's always so gracious with his time. We appreciate him. And also Max Owen. Max, the senior tight end in tonight's senior spotlight. Now, tonight is week 2 of the conference season. So taking a look at last week's results, Little Rock Christian went on the road and got a victory 28-24 over Cabot. The other 3 games were blowouts. Of course, Conway's victory over Southwest, 56-22. Bryant handled Central, 62-13. And PA shut out tonight's opponent for the Wampus Cats, North Little Rock, 47-0. Conway, Bryant, PA, and Little Rock Christian all 1-0 in conference play. Cabot, Central, North Little Rock, and Little Rock Southwest all 0-1. And a look at the other games tonight in the 7A Central. Bryant is at Little Rock Christian. That promises to be an amazing environment on Highway 10. Cabot travels to Southwest, both teams desperate for a victory. And Little Rock Central will make the trip to West Little Rock to take on Pulaski Academy. When we come back, we head live to John McConnell Stadium. Tim's 3 things, and the starting lineup leads us up to kickoff, and we'll have that for you next on Conway Corp Channel 5.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. When you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway.
Good evening and welcome back home to John McConnell Stadium. After all the rain and wind from a week ago, what beautiful weather we have tonight for conference football. I'm Levi Gilbert alongside color analyst Tim Roach here on the Centennial Bank booth cam. And tonight we've reached the midway point of the regular season, and 7A Central action continues for your Wampus Cats playing host to North Little Rock. The Charging Wildcats come into tonight's action winless on the year. It's a strange thing to say about a North Little Rock squad. They've lost a lot of starters from last year, mostly to transfers. How do we keep our eyes off of the record? You heard Coach say it earlier. How do you keep focused on being the best team we can be? That takes us to Tim's 3 things.
One game at a time. There's a song that says that they just got to take it one game at a time. We need to make sure that we can get behind their secondary, should be able to do that. And then we want to take advantage of any turnovers we get.
Now, Tim, you talked about this one game at a time mantra. As we continue to build ourselves for the elite competition that we know is ahead of us, one area you especially want to see continuous improvement is being dominant on the offensive line.
Yeah, you want to play, the whole theme is take care of what's in front of you, and that means the guy in front of you. If we can win the battle of the trenches, we're going to do well.
Tim, remember when we came into the season feeling unsure if we were going to have someone who could stretch the field at receiver? Well, junior Alex McCray has stepped up to that challenge. He leads the team in receiving yards. How can he and that receiving crew keep getting better tonight?
Well, they utilize what's God-given talent. They've got speed and they've got size. Now they've running the right routes. they've got them in good position. Coaches continue to do that. They just need to do what they're supposed to do.
Tim, after getting no takeaways in their first 2 games of the year, the Wampus Cats have exploded for 10 in the last 2, and they are facing a North Little Rock offense that has had a tendency to turn the ball over.
Yeah, and we have a team of hard hitters. You got R.J. Chapman right there you're looking at. When you hit hard like we do and we play hard like we do, good things happen with getting the ball away from our opponent.
We saw his mom before the game out giving out free T-shirts. She said she's ready for him to get his first. Well, he got a fumble recovery, so
needs a pick now.
Yeah, he needs his first pick. That's what she was wanting. All right, it's Conway. It's North Little Rock. Your number 3 ranked Conway Wampus Cats continue 7A Central play here at home against the winless Charging Wildcats. But honestly, throw the records out. Starting lineups. Let's go ahead and take a look at your starters for Conway.
Griffin Sherrod, Julian Jones, Justice Hills, Joseph Washington, Trayvon Logan, JP Saxton,
RJ Chapman,
Trez Hammond, Tyus Carr, Jacoby Wade,
Noah Files, Guy Buchanan, Will Upton, Major Mahar,
Isaiah Bowman,
Zach Somerville,
Heath Owen,
Jackson Morlow,
Kingston Jackson,
Max Owen, Blake Kordsmeyer,
Cambrian Blackman,
Alex McCray,
Trey Harris,
Grayson Wilson.
All right, 2 changes of note to your starting lineup, both on the offensive side of the ball and both on the offensive line. We got Heath Owen, a senior, back in the starting lineup at center, and then Jackson Warlow is starting at right guard. We've seen him some this season at right tackle.
Yeah, he's moved around just a little bit. He's a big dude. He can put it together. It's going to be special. This is a good squad that we're playing. I mean, they've got some talent. They're just so young. You know, here's the thing. You're playing these guys at the 5th week, right? And so they've learned a lot through the first 4 games. They're going to be better this week than they were last week. And but it looks like a big uphill climb for North Little Rock tonight.
I don't like the fact that we're already to the midway point of the regular season.
It's crazy. Just got started.
Because it just means it's almost over already, and I don't like that. There's so much prep, and then it just goes by in a flash.
No, I know, and I'm. We'll have more games after the halfway.
Yes.
After this halfway. So captains for tonight: C.J. Neely, Justice Hills, Kai Buchanan, and Grayson Wilson were your captains for the evening.
C.J.'s really come on the last few weeks. He's got 2 catches on the year, both of them for touchdowns.
He's just a touchdown dude. But yeah, and I will tell you this too. We'll talk more about it as we go through the night, and probably not a lot in the second half. But Grayson Wilson, we talked about him at first because we didn't really know a lot about him in terms of what he would do at this level. This guy is something special, and the Razorbacks are getting a good dude. I mean, his footwork, his technical ability is unbelievable, and he's a good leader. He's just a full package. I just love me some Grayson Wilson.
16 touchdowns on the year, completing 66% of his passes, over 1,100 yards passing. We won't get to see him first.
Nope.
Because we are starting the game, kicking away to North Little Rock. Conway won the toss and chose to defer. Charging Wildcats will start this drive at about the 28-yard line.
Yeah, good job by the special teams. They're just kind of surrounding the the move from one side of the field to the next. Hopefully the speed and the size of your Wampus Cats plays a huge factor tonight. You know, it's North Little Rock, and I always find ways for teams to beat us. And so it's you know, I do that.
Your job.
I know.
Yeah.
But North Little Rock's they have athletes. Again, they're young. It's North Little Rock, and they've got some big dudes up front. So you got to do your job. I mean, Coach talked about it in his show. You've just got to do your job.
We will see Will Jones, a junior, starting at quarterback. We saw Corey Marshall play some last week. Or I guess they've been doing that throughout the season.
They have, yeah. It's dual deal. Man up top.
Receiver in motion on first down. They give it to him. Got around the edge just a bit, but John Paul Saxton chasing down from behind. Short gain.
Yeah, that's some good speed from JP there. He trailed on the play. Looked like there was going to be more than just the 3 that he got, but he was able to chase down from behind. Nice job.
JP Saxton leading the Wampus Cats coming into tonight's game with 21 tackles. Give him 22.
Yeah. Again, Trez has got him ISO'd up top.
Second down. It's a handoff. Cutting back to the middle. Nowhere to go, though. Who was that? That's Justice Hills.
Justice Hills and JP and
Juju Jones.
Yeah, and the thing about that is, too, he is that RJ did a great job on the outside there from his outside linebacker position, took the edge away from North Little Rock, turned him back into the teeth of the defense. And when he did that, there was absolutely 0 there available.
Yeah, no gain. It'll be 3rd and 8.
They will throw some hitches and some slants.
James goes in motion. Snap controlled by Jones. They complete it out to James, but going to be well short of the stick.
Well, he barely got that off. Barely got it off. Be interested to see what they do here. I don't see
now Jones will pooch kick it.
Yeah, that's their thing, and this is too early, I would think, to do anything. But it's 4th and 3. We don't have anybody back. Looking over the defense.
Trying to get your Wampus Cats to jump, and they did. Wow.
That'll create a first down for North Little Rock.
MJ Jones comes in quickly. Well, boo.
He fell. I mean, and the thing is, he just fell barely across. Justice did, but he did go across, and that's an easy pickup.
Lewis in the backfield with Jones.
Motion.
1st and 10. They'll get 5 yards.
Can we
back.
put them 4th and 3 again?
That'd be nice.
Yeah, no, it's not going to work that way. The rules of football would dictate it does not work that way.
Kanate coming in for MJ Jones.
Well, they're behind the sticks for the first time tonight. Although some would say that 3rd and 8 would be behind the sticks, and 4th and 3 definitely is. But first down and 15, never a good start.
Number 10 here on the near side. It's Carson Brister. Another bad snap. Jones.
Oh, the ball came out still.
It looked like he got his hands on it, but when he fell to the ground, I think it might have come loose.
Conway got it.
Conway football.
There's your turnover. I think who was it that got on it? I think, if I had to guess, it's JJ.
We'll keep an eye here on the sideline and see.
I think it's Julian Jones.
Who gets to take
the award? Boy, that's staying with the play too. Yes, Julian Jones, 95. That is staying with the play. Okay, I mean, it looked for all the world like he fell on it, but JJ didn't give up. Julian Jones, he gets the belt.
Yeah, he does. It's Juju. There we go. Love it. Love the new turnover. Hey, as soon as they brought that in, they started getting turnovers.
Things begin to happen.
That was week 2 against Marion. Short field for your Wampus Cats. Grayson getting the screen out to Max Owen. Max trying to get around the edge. Short gain for Max as he slung out of bounds. Max, our senior spotlight this week.
It's the first play. Well, they covered that. North Little Rock covered that up very well. They got pressure. That was intentional, but probably a little bit too much pressure through the timing of the play off. Now we're going triples to the wide left.
2nd and 8. Wilson Started under center. He'll back up now.
Looks like they got man coverage on Alex McCray here to the near side boundary. Now they're dropping out.
Wilson will pass on second down. Finds Max Owen on the slant. Max, it's a race to the end zone. Max Owen, first touchdown of the year. Give it to him. Come on. Come on.
He's completely in. What are they waiting? Oh, they had to have just going to be spotting the ball.
Okay.
Dude, Max.
I didn't see the call.
Yeah, no. So I hate that for Max, but look at this. Stretch, baby. Nice.
It wasn't in the senior spotlight, but before he left, I said, hey, Max,
get a touchdown.
Let's get you in the end zone this week.
He said, I'd like that. Let's make that happen. He did.
Kick is up and good. First touchdown of the year for Max Owen as Conway on top, 7-0. 9:12 to play here in the first quarter. Back after this break on Conway Corp.
The community of Conway continues to be committed to the Wampus Cats, just as Centennial is committed to our customers. Perseverance, commitment, and resilience are key ingredients for success, both on and off the field of play. Whether you are cheering on the Wampus Cats, starting a new business, or planning for the future, Centennial is here for all of life's moments. Let us be your partner. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
I'm going to do the right thing, Tim Roach.
Okay.
I'm going to apologize to the official that was out of bounds in the end zone. He did raise his hands.
I'm glad you're apologizing.
I was looking at the other one, you know?
I just can't. I find it hard to do. We talked about Max all year long in terms of his ability physically to cause mismatches against the defense, and that was a great shot of that right there.
I told him if he gets his first one this week, he has to credit the senior spotlight.
Ooh.
Trayvon Logan, a stick over there.
Ooh. I'll tell you what. I mean, special teams, and we don't talk a lot about special teams, but Buck James, when he was at Bryant, I raved about his special teams. I mean, they were just off the chart good. They changed the ball game at least one time against us, and I know they did that more than that. But our special teams are becoming very special in terms of how they tackle, the speed that they get to the ball, their techniques. They're not letting anything get by. It's just really fun to watch our kickoff coverage and punt coverage teams. Really, really good.
Be Jones and Lewis in the backfield again for North Little Rock, and another flag coming in quickly. Another odd snap.
Yeah, I mean, because unfortunately it is, because that could be another turnover at least, at least it's a sack. At the most, it's a turnover again. So I got trouble with the exchange going on right now. And that didn't look like a bad snap. I just think he mishandled it. And here's the thing: the reason why that's the case is that when you are getting that kind of pressure, you're going to get that kind of in-your-face kind of pressure. It changes the whole dynamic of the exchange.
You're talking about pressure from Kanate.
Yeah, Kanate.
Right up the middle.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Juju.
And Juju.
1st and 15. They fake it to James. My man had an open receiver. Here on the near side, that was Jontavius James.
Yeah, he runs a lot out of the backfield as well. But you know what? He threw it at a spot that wasn't designated for that route. He threw it closer to the boundary. Receiver did a great job of just making the late break. He saw the edge of the ball and he beat Noah to it. But that was just a ball that was really trying to be thrown away.
I keep getting Lewis and James confused. One's 22 and one's 2.
Yeah.
It's 22 in the backfield right now. That's Lewis. He goes in motion.
Oop.
Quick pass. Tice Carr sniffing that out.
Yeah.
Real fast.
Now, that's the way you handle those hitch passes like that. I mean, yeah, you'd like to jump all of them and get pick sixes. It's kind of fun and kind of cool. But really, from a baseline perspective, you're keeping the guy in front of you, but you're breaking on the ball. So as soon as the ball gets there, you're beating the block. You're getting to the receiver, and you're creating a play that causes a negative yardage situation.
3rd and long, 3rd and 14. You got Joseph Washington, Griffin Sherrod on the edges. RJ Chapman.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see if we bring somebody off the edge here.
RJ's maybe looking like, he'll drop back. Ooh. They bring it from the other side. Another screen play. Trez Hammond almost got the stop, and they finally slow him down just shy of the stick.
Yeah, I imagine they might go for it here, but I will. It was a great run, by the way. He navigated through traffic all the way across the field, and out of they're giving him a first down. No, see,
wow.
No. Yeah, no, that didn't happen. But okay.
Gavin Perry in the game, got an extra defensive back on the field, playing with 2 linebackers right now. Passing again, R.J. Chapman tipped it. Noah Files has the interception. He's got blockers. Noah Files, pick 6, Noah.
There was a long train down the boundary there, and Noah was riding that train. Great block. Good tip here by R.J. Almost got the pick we talked about. Tipped it right into Noah Files. Look at this lineup of blue. There is 0 chance this is going anywhere but the end zone. Easy.
Teamwork making the dream work out there.
Wow.
Love it.
Noah Files, I gotta think that's his first touchdown in his high school career.
I think that's right.
I think it is. What a player too, man. That guy's, that's a reward there for being just a constant stick out there.
Extra point is up and good. 14-0 Conway on top early. This is Conway football here on Conway Corp.
Thank you for your business.
Back live at John McConnell Stadium. 14 quick points for your Wampus Cats to start the game here. Offense had a short field on their first possession. Took care of business quickly. Max Owen did that. And then the defense getting their second turnover in as many possessions for North Little Rock, turning that one into 6 points. Noah Files.
First ever touchdown, we believe, for Mr. Noah Files. And again, somebody that is one of my favorite tacklers. He's just so fundamentally sound and does all the right things, and finally got one in clear view of the end zone, and he capitalized on it. It was awesome.
And give some credit to R.J. Chapman as well.
Yes.
He got the hands on it first, popped it up in the air. Uh-oh, North Little Rock. Nice return here past the 35.
Wow, Major Mahar. The kicker. Now, you don't want the kicker making a lot of tackles. That's a true story. So they got to do a little work there. But yeah, so I always say when you get an assist on the defensive side, you owe somebody a cookie. And so Noah, you owe RJ a cookie.
RJ has one fumble recovery.
Almost had a pick.
And he almost got that recovery into the end zone a few weeks ago against Marion.
They look a little confused on defense. They're getting it straight now.
2 backs again for Jones. Handoff here. This time to Lewis. Looked like he was going to have something going there for a second, but blue shirts rallied.
Yeah, well, you know, the thing we're doing on defense, on the defensive line, is we're rallying to the ball from the backside, and because it's taking a little bit of time, they're going side to side a little bit too much, and with the speed of our linebackers, you're not going to gain much there. As a matter of fact, you only get basically a half a yard there. Start seeing them throw the ball again.
Trips here on the near side for North Little Rock.
Nobody to the far boundary.
Jones trying to get some instructions to his line. A pass on second down. Looking over the middle of the field. Short pass hits the turf and bounces up, incomplete.
You know, if he throws that on time and up a little higher, RJ may have had that one. It was covered up well. He threw it the only place he could throw it, and it was not a win situation for his wide receiver.
Be 3rd and long again for North Little Rock. First possession ended in a fumble. And the last one, pick 6 for your Wampus Cats.
Again, I think you mentioned Gavin Perry in the ball game. He's seeing a lot more time with the varsity guys.
Kamarian Williams also in. He's a backup safety. Seeing a good mix early. North Little Rock on 3rd down, going deep. Jacoby Wade back there.
Oh, he's not down. I see. I didn't think. I'm pulling for you, Jacoby. Great. Just great. High pointed the ball. Center field, Mr. Jacoby Wade.
2nd interception of the year for Jacoby Wade, and that one looked a lot like the one he had last week against Southwest.
Yeah, kind of thrown up here. He just kind of backpedals into it. His wide receiver didn't run the right route, but see, I don't think he went down there. Did you see that?
Hey, I'm not going to disagree.
No, I'm just telling you. I think he got up and he could. I mean, at that point, he gets to do Jacoby Wade things.
I feel like we were cheated.
Yeah, I think so too. History.
1st down for Conway. Trey Harris gets the carry. Trey working the right side. Nifty moves for Trey Harris. Stiff arm there at the end. Took on 4 charging Wildcats on his own. A gain of about 20 yards.
Well, I'd have to go back and see and give credit who it was. But, boy, what a great block by your offensive lineman on the edge. Kick out, and he's seen right behind him.
A flip trips to the left. They'll give it to Trey again. Trey going to work the left side this time. Wide open spaces. Trey Harris down to the 25.
Yeah, the only thing that stopped that from being a touchdown was the green grass. Made one little wiggle and got his feet kind of tied up there. That's a score. Offensive line is just blowing these guys off the line of scrimmage.
They move it back to the 26, 1st and 10. Grayson gets it out to Trey Harris out of the backfield. Trey going behind Blake Kordsmeyer. Great block and a great play from Trey Harris. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the year.
Yeah, we got some flags coming after the great run after the catch. Watch this. Slips out, gets on a linebacker. That's no contest, but a great block down the field from.
He ran straight to Blake. That was his plan. Right
yeah,
there.
And Blake's going to get the benefit of face mask. He ripped off his helmet. And so I don't know what all they're going to call there, but yeah.
That was the Trey Harris drive right there. 2 carries and 1 catch.
You think he went over to the offensive huddle and said, hey, how about number 1 getting the ball? They're asking if we want to take the penalty on the kickoff, and I think we probably will, I would guess.
Oh, wow. So it was of the personal foul variety.
Yeah, he ripped off. He had a full handful of face masks as he was going out of bounds with Blake, and then once the play was over with, he ripped it off and threw it down. And
okay, I missed that.
And I know enough about football to know that you cannot.
Yeah, okay.
But it was out of the field of play. I don't blame you for not seeing.
I was looking at Trey Harris. I didn't even see it.
Good kick, Will.
21-0. Conway taking care of business so far. This is Wampus Cat football on Conway Corp.
At First Security, we've been investing in our home state since 1932, growing deep roots and even deeper relationships. We're part of Arkansas. It's part of us. Today, we put all of that history and stability to good use for you, pouring our resources into the people and places we love best. Arkansas communities, Arkansas families, and Arkansas futures. First Security. Think better.
Coming back to John McConnell Stadium, your Wampus Cats up 21-0. Some other scores from around the 7A Central. Thanks to our man Jeff Matthews. Cabot up 14-0 over Southwest, and PA up 14-0 over, they're playing Central. And last score we saw was Bryant 7, Little Rock Christian 0. That game at Little Rock Christian.
Wow.
First big boy matchup.
Yeah.
Well, they played Cabot last week. That's a big boy matchup.
Yeah.
But Bryant's a real big boy matchup.
Back, welcome to 7A. Kicked it, popped it up to the 1. Okay.
And then he almost got the tackle. Was that Major in there too?
Yeah.
Goodness gracious, Major Mayhart.
It's actually.
He didn't get the tackle, but he was in there working.
That was your man.
Tanner Harris.
Tanner Harris, and also Mr. Wade.
Stephon Wade.
The other Wade.
The other Wade.
He has to say that this year, but he's going to quickly become, I have a feeling after Jacoby departs, he'll become the Wade.
Well, before the game, You know, we know R.J. Chapman, we know Rodney Chapman. We met their little brother, who's a 9th grader.
Do you see what happens when you socialize with people, though?
I think you were doing most of the socializing until there was one person who kind of threw you off. I'm not gonna.
No, yeah, I don't want to talk about that.
Not gonna say what he said.
Call me a grandpa. That's ridiculous.
I didn't say anything. I just.
Is 45 Sims?
Cam Sims?
Yeah.
I believe that's correct. Yeah.
He's on the end there.
Sophomore Cam Sims. Here on the near side, the ball going away from him, but the J.P. Saxton out there.
That is who it is. They will not be able to live going side to side on our varsity guys. That's not a winning proposition, and I know that's easier said than done. There's just no gap in the middle. They're trying to go off tackle. They're trying to zone. It's not there, and they're bouncing, and as soon as they bounce, we're catching it. So you'll start to see at least the attempts up the middle, and you'll start seeing some of these hitch passes and those across the middle, the slants.
About only 20 yards of total offense so far for North Little Rock.
New quarterback.
Yep, the backup's in. They give on the reverse. Noah Files was waiting right there patiently, and Cam Sims came in from behind too.
Yeah, and RJ, that's again. Thank you, Noah, for your textbookness. He stayed at home and waited on that reverse to come and took him out.
North Little Rock player sitting down on the field over by about the 18, right in the middle of the field. Trying to get up.
Wide receiver.
Yes, number 3, Tony Wilkins.
Yeah.
We'll go ahead and keep it right here for now.
So you got that kind of a mix of starters, mostly starters out there now, but you have a couple of guys playing Sims is the main one then. It looks like, yeah, Sims is the main one right now that's getting some time on the end. And he's a guy that they really look to get more and more time. He is, from an athletic build perspective, he's got the look and feel. I mean, that's a big dude right there, number 45 out on our far end. When we get up to the line of scrimmage, you'll see him. He's a dude.
He's a guy we were hearing about early, back before the Morrilton scrimmage.
And he's just a sophomore.
It's just been difficult to find time
with these guys. And I will tell you that I've had a chance to see some JV and some junior high from your Wampus Cat up-and-comers, and boy, the pipeline is rich. These guys are going to be good for a while.
3rd and 7, Corey Marshall in at quarterback. Marshall getting the pass out here over on the near side. They try to set up the screen, but Conway's seen that about 3 times already.
Yeah, Noah Files was not having any of that, number 29 there. Even with just one good hand, he is making some serious plays tonight. Great tackle. And that's the thing, too. You get to see some of these hitches where they are blocked out front, or you see the reverse that happened earlier. That's an example. Both of those are examples of playing your responsibility and doing your job, not getting caught up in all the other stuff. It's exactly what Buck James was talking about.
They bring Jones back in, as we mentioned earlier. Jones will punt. Jacoby Wade not going to have a chance to return this one. Short punt. It's bouncing back towards the Conway direction.
Oh, I know he would have had to run plates or whatever they say that they do, push plates. But Sims was right there. If he picks that ball up, it could be 6. And I know he's getting the conversation. Yeah. Just stay away from the ball, son. Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it.
Coach Frazier's still talking to him. I love it.
Oh, my gosh. That was awesome. The mental game he had to play with himself to go, don't pick it up, don't pick it up. Just pick it up, just pick it up. Would it have been worth all of the extra work you'd put in this next week? I don't know.
Tanner Harrison at H-back and Amari Williams, our first look at him. He'll get a carry here, bouncing it a little bit to the right. It's a nice gain on first down, finally pushed back.
Yeah, North Little Rock, they're not going to be the only team that's probably fooled by the fact that Amari Davis looks to be undersized. He is an absolute beast to bring down. I don't know if he just gets under the pads and drives. Second high snap.
Second down, Wilson will keep it. Had a block from Cam Blackman. It will seal the deal for Grayson Wilson. Touchdown, Conway.
Well, what a great move. Once he got in the open field, used his blockers, and his blockers did a great job downfield, but that wasn't even close. It was a high snap that kind of started this thing off just a little off kilter, but once he got the open space off the edge, yeah, good read, just a zone read, great wiggle, yeah, easy peasy.
5th rushing touchdown of the year for Grayson. He holds there. Extra point is up and good. 28-0. Conway on top. 3:04 to play. Still here in the first quarter. Back after this break on Conway Corp.
You don't wake up thinking about internet speed, electricity, reliability. Your mind isn't on advanced treatment facilities or customizable systems. You don't have to think about any of these things because we do. Conway Corp, always on.
Back live here at John McConnell Stadium. It's week 5, the halfway point of the regular season. Your Wampus Cats ranked number 3 in the state and undefeated still here in the early first half of the season.
Yeah.
And it's going to stay that way.
Yeah. We're going to have a few more games. We'll get our 10 in, and then we'll have some extra football. For your Wampus Cats, that's something they've enjoyed over the last few years. Man, I'd love to see one more ball game.
I know, right? Yeah. We'll have
JP.
plenty of time to talk about that. JP.
Cameron Parker. Who else? There's somebody else getting off the pile over there.
That's your guy, Cameron Parker.
Yeah, Cameron Parker, yeah. And then Logan also in there, man. Again, we have some starters. We have a lot of starters and on our special teams, and that's on purpose. You have to win that side. And once we get into kind of the big portion of our schedule, you're talking about the Cabots and PAs and Little Rock Christians and Bryants of the world. You have to win the special teams, and the way you do that at this level is you put some good starters defensively out there.
PA up 20-0 over Central. Their first home 7A Central Conference game. Joe Washington causing some pressure, but the pass gets out quickly. Complete on the far side of Tony Wilkins. Best play in a while for North Little Rock.
Yeah, they ran the old hook route, so to speak. We used to call it the hook route. About an 8-yard turn in to the boundary, and we had backed off just a smidge, and the timing on the throw was great. And so they pick up 8. Good play.
Caleb Kernan at defensive tackle. 2nd and short here for North Little Rock. Marshall gets the handoff, met quickly. Was that MJ? Or is it Juju? It was Juju.
Juju. And actually the quarterback kept it because the handoff was it was blown up at the point of transaction, and it was over with. So he kept it. If he didn't, he fumbles it. So they go from 2nd and 1 to 3rd and 4. Good job by your defensive line there, pouncing on that one.
Kyan Allen in at corner here on the near side for your Wampus Cats. And that looks like someone else in at corner on the other side.
It is 34.
That is. It's either Kyle Henderson or Braylon Allen. North Little Rock calling a timeout. We'll take it with them. Back in 30 here on Conway Corp.
When you choose Conway Regional, you're choosing more than exceptional care. You're choosing a healthcare provider that's deeply rooted in your community, where our doctors and staff are your neighbors and friends. With 9 primary care locations in 5 counties, we believe in building lasting relationships centered on trust and personalized care. Take control of your healthcare journey with us as your dedicated partner. Schedule your appointment today and let our family take care of yours.
Live at home tonight on Conway Corp. Second 7A Central game for your Wampus Cats. They're 4-0 on the year, 1-0 in 7A Central play after the win last week at Little Rock Southwest, and so far so good here at home against North Little Rock.
We're doing everything they want to do here. Be nice to see them shut this down.
Pressure coming off the edge, coming right up the middle as well. Nowhere to go.
Well, you're dependent upon that kind of play right there, the little shovel pass. You're dependent on the linebacking crew being hesitant and your defensive line to not get in, and neither one of those things happen.
Stephon Wade is in on that last tackle. They'll bring Jones back in again. We assume to punt. His last punt only went 9 yards. About 1:30 to play here in the first quarter. Jacoby Wade will go back. See if he'll get a chance here. It's almost blocked.
By Wade.
By the other Wade. Jacoby Wade will stay away from that one. So great punt there after what was a not so good punt the last time.
Truly, I have no idea. I was watching it happen. I have no idea how he got it off. Wade was right there. It must have gone through his arms. All right, defense had it. They had us at 2nd and 1, and after that it was negative plays. That's a great job by your defense. Turn it over to the offense, close to midfield.
Got Carter Crow and Cam Blackman here on the near side. C.J. Neely and Alex McCray split out on the far side, twins stacked. And Amari Davis in the backfield. Another high snap.
Wow.
They get the handoff to Amari. Amari around the left edge. He'll have a first down and about 5 more after what looked like was going to be a little trouble.
Yeah. Well, and I will tell you that they did great job at the 3rd level to get him down, because that for a second there looked like it was going the distance.
And Navin Richardson in now.
Good snap.
Wilson going deep. He's got McCray. Oh, just outside of the outstretched hands.
Oh man! Listen, he cut that loose, and it looked like it was going to be there. He had to wait on McCray to get a little bit free. He did, but to throw just outside the fingertips, man, what a throw!
Blake Kordsmeyer will come on, at least split out on the far side. Trips here on the near side. 2nd and 10, a minute to play here in the first quarter.
Again, man coverage up top.
Wilson will give it to Davis. Davis around the right edge. Picked up about 3.
Yeah, fell forward for most of that. 4 down territory for your Wampus Cats.
3rd and 7.
Blitz up the middle.
Wilson has Blake Kordsmeyer. Give it to him. Blake Kordsmeyer. Touchdown, Conway.
Easiest of pitches and catches right there. That was Blake Kordsmeyer running wide open, and he dropped it on him.
His 3rd touchdown of the year. Blake got into the starting lineup a week ago. Kept that position this week.
I like
it's
to see
paid off. He had a touchdown last week and a touchdown
Yeah.
tonight.
I like to see the ratio for C.J. Neely and for Blake Kordsmeyer, number of catches and number of TDs.
5 catches now for Blake, 3 touchdowns.
2 catches for C.J., 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
That's pretty good percentage.
Oh, man. 35-0. Conway on top, and we're still in the first quarter here on Conway Corp. Back after this break.
Education is all about vision. It requires commitment, investment. So we pour ourselves into Conway students and teachers, schools, and scholarships. A brighter future? Now that's powerful. Conway Corp. Always on.
The offensive struggles continuing for North Little Rock. Just 28 yards of total offense. Only 2 yards rushing on the ground for the Charging Wildcats.
Yeah, and they've had a couple of good plays, but that's really been about it. They got a first down via penalty, and that was really the best drive they had for the night. The defense has just come to play and really putting the hammer down at the line of scrimmage.
Another short angled kick here from Major Mahar. They want that return to go right back up the middle where all the heavy hitters in blue are waiting.
Look at that, Colby Crow. I mean, Colby, that's his dad. Carter Crow. Carter Crow again with the tackle. Nice. Some wide receivers out there. All right, so we've got a couple of new faces in there. Levi, 43.
That's
Trey
Dietz, the junior.
Yeah, he's in it. Outside linebacker. Wade's in the middle. Logan is still in the
Trayvon
west.
Logan, yeah, out there.
Looks like
Tice Carr, Gavin Perry.
Trez is out there still.
And Kamarion Williams, your secondary. So 2 starters and 2 backups in.
Yeah, defensive line, other than Caleb Kern, it really is pretty much the regular guys, and Caleb's working his way into being a regular dude as well.
Jones back in on this possession for North Little Rock. Empty backfield for Jones. Trying to set up the screen here on the near side. Low tackle by Tice Carr. Great tackle. It's a big guy, number 34. Who's that for North Little Rock? Santonio Dykes.
Well, I'll tell you, they got the benefit there. A couple of our coaches are talking to him. But
the block in the back?
Yeah, they completely ignored that, which was interesting. Sherrod was turning around going, wait a minute, what's up? I think that's illegal.
That's going to do it for the first quarter. 35 points for your Wampus Cat in the first quarter of action. Second quarter coming up next here on Conway Corp.
The community of Conway continues to be committed to the Wampus Cats, just as Centennial is committed to our customers. Perseverance, commitment, and resilience are key ingredients for success, both on and off the field of play. Whether you are cheering on the Wampus Cats, starting a new business, or planning for the future, Centennial is here for all of life's moments. Let us be your partner. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
Back live here at John McConnell Stadium. He's wearing the belt. You see that?
Who is?
Is that Ben Weiss?
Yeah. No, it's not Ben Weiss.
That's not Ben?
No, who that is. Stats is giving me a second quarter score that is Bryant 7, Little Rock Christian 0.
Which one did you say?
Bryant and Little Rock Christian.
Jeff
just
sent me
updated 14-0.
Yeah, Cabot 21-7 up on Southwest. I'm disappointed in that score. I'm going to tell you.
Yeah.
I thought that was going to look different.
Yeah, me too.
It's early. Jones over the middle. Well, thought he connected. It will fall incomplete.
He had him open. That was
Jontavius James. That's rough because I mean that was right there. Yeah. Great pass from Jones.
Cameron was just trailing, so it's a safety that you're having to come up and then pick up the crossing route. He got in just behind. It's one of those that if you get the right position on it, you can jump the middle. But trailed just behind. They should have completed that one, just didn't.
3rd and 5 here for North Little Rock. Zion Williams jumped early. He was ready to go. Man, Zion, I hate that for him because he's been having a great season.
Yeah, he really has. I get it. You've got to be disciplined, and that's the reason why they come out. They get coached up as soon as they come out. That takes it, though, from –
yeah, it'll be first. Will it be a first down? I think it was 3rd and 5.
Was it?
Yeah. Look at that Aiden shot right there.
Yeah, Aiden. So Major James comes in. He's playing left end. Again, they get another first down via penalty, so that'll be something they'll coach on next week.
Major had 12 tackles coming into tonight's action.
Here it comes on his way.
Another reverse. Trayvon Logan turned it back to the inside.
There he is.
Gavin Perry and Major James.
Teamwork. That's teamwork right there. You got a guy that doesn't get credit for the tackle, but turns it all the way back into your defensive end, into your linebacker. It's a great job.
Well, if you heard the coach's show back in the pregame, you heard Coach talk about it. That little 5-minute span at Southwest, players just kind of got out of playing their responsibility because things were a little chaotic on the Southwest side when they had the ball. And but you still, even when there's chaos, you gotta play your responsibility.
And it almost felt like they got a little bit full of themselves, 28-0 really quickly, and just kind of let their guard down a little bit as well.
2nd and 12. Ooh. Trayvon Logan, big hit.
Yeah.
His friends coming in to help finish it off. gain of about half a yard.
MJ in there as well, but boy, Logan, that bringing the lumber right there, he was sizing him up from the snap. But see, again, that's another opportunity there where what North Little Rock wants to do is they want to take it in that zone play right off tackle, and there's just nothing there. So, again, team defense, your defensive line stuffs every gap. He has to bounce, and there's nothing there.
Bryant up 21-0 now on Little Rock Christian.
There we go.
3rd and 11. Jones got the ball out pretty quick. Jacoby Wade, the one-handed interception, stays in bounds. Jacoby Wade, touchdown, Conway.
Oh, Jacoby, do it. That is hurting him. Oh, my gosh, what a stab with the right hand. Watch this. Thank you. Oh,
just stole it away right out of the air.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, Jacoby Wade.
2nd interception of the night for Jacoby. 2nd interception return for a touchdown tonight for your Wampus Cats.
Know that name, Jacoby Wade. He's going to be playing next year for somebody else. But, boy, is he a player.
Extra point is up, and it is good. 42-0. Conway on top here over North Little Rock. Back in 30 seconds here on Conway Corp.
We don't schedule the appointments, but we connect them. We don't read the x-rays, but we stream them. We don't handle the procedures, but we power them. Here's to running the things that make business run smoothly. Conway Corp. Always on.
Goodness gracious, Jacoby Wade. I didn't say this during the break. I'd love to try and see that replay again at some point if we have time, because
wow.
I mean, looked like he had no shot at getting that interception, and he just straight stole it.
Yeah, here it is. He catches the point of the ball with one hand, never, ever uses his left.
And then stays in bounds. That's the most impressive
Look at this coach
part.
right there. Look at this coach right there. He never got up. The coach was squatted down and was going, oh, my gosh.
Oh, my goodness.
Can you believe that guy?
Man, I'll tell you who's killing it tonight is Wayne on replay, having to get on replay unexpected. Hot ball on the turf. Gets picked back up. Carter Crow again.
Yes, Carter. Yes, Carter. Yeah, Jacoby, I mean, here's the thing about him, and we knew this from the time he was a sophomore. The coaches were talking about it. He's just ball hawk. I mean, the ball. When the ball is in the air or on the ground, it just finds Jacoby. He's just one of those special players that all you got to do is get the ball in his hands, and man, it's magic.
Looks like we have an injured charging Wildcat, I believe. Yeah, white jersey. Go ahead and take a quick break as they attend to the injured player on the field here on Conway Corp.
Thank you for your business.
Was Dykus the injured charging Wildcat? He's on his feet, walking off. Everything appears to be okay.
That's good news.
Will be 1st and 10 from the 25 here for North Little Rock. See Jones again on this possession for North Little Rock. Oh, Kyan Allen jumped in front. It was a low pass. He just couldn't quite get underneath it. Man, he tried.
Oh, he's already replaying it.
Kyan Allen is just a sophomore.
He's replaying that one over and over already.
Aiden,
I mean, you can see it.
Aiden with the slow push. of disappointment. I love it.
Thanks, Aiden. Yeah, that well, he jumped. Hey, what a great play though. Jumped it, just didn't cradle it. I mean, it's a hard catch, but wow, good jump.
2nd and 10. They're coming to Allen's side again. Great play by the charging Wildcat. That was Tony Wilkins. First down in quite a while for North Little Rock.
Well, you know, and the fact of the matter is he played it well defensively, and just a great throw, back shoulder throw, and he made a great play on the ball, made the play. I mean, that's just every once in a while you got to give a nod. But I will tell you, though, that Kyan really did a good job there in coverage.
Giving up some size against Wilkins.
They'll go there again. They'll try it again here shortly. You can't pick up your hand, by the way, when okay. Yeah.
They didn't get it off in time. Or did they call timeout? They did. Call timeout on the far side. Yeah. 2nd timeout for North Little Rock. We will take it with them. Back after this break on Conway Corp.
At First Security, we've been investing in our home state since 1932, growing deep roots and even deeper relationships. We're part of Arkansas. It's part of us. Today, we put all of that history and stability to good use for you, pouring our resources into the people and places we love best. Arkansas communities, Arkansas families, and Arkansas futures. First Security. Think better.
Back live here at John McConnell Stadium, and can't see it, just to the left about 15 yards, Coach Buck James talking with the white hat, and you I think they're talking about what you were talking about before the break.
They've got some technical things on the offensive line they're doing that they can't do, and so I think Buck's just saying, hey, I mean, come on. I mean, and it's one of those things. This is the Tim Roach thing. I guarantee you Buck James and I are in the same book on this. I don't care what the score is. If there's a penalty, you need to call it. Now, I mean, you want to get – he looks fit to be tied.
Empty backfield for Jones. Ball coming out quick over the middle of the field. Stephon Wade got the hand, the deflection, and then got underneath it. 3rd interception of the night. No, 4th interception of the night for this Conway defense.
Fantastic job. Watch this. Boom, boom, mine. How about this? Back-to-back interceptions by the brothers.
Both Wades have gotten in on the game.
No, I bet that's never happened in Conway football. One brother gets it and another brother gets it. Yes, sir.
Yeah, what a night for the Wade family.
Wow. Listen, that was a great – both of them just fantastic catches and very athletic. My gosh.
That's what, the 5th turnover of the night for this Conway defense? 4 interceptions and 1 fumble recovery.
Kobe.
A long run for Kobe Irwin. He just kept going.
Yeah, he got hit behind the line of scrimmage and just carried guys forward for a gain of almost 2, and it was a lot of work to get there.
Twins stacked here for Conway. Grayson looking to pass. Will be flushed out on the far side. A lot of open space. He'll race to the sideline and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, it's just a heady play. A heady play because he gets the 1st down. Is there a penalty flag over there? Yeah, they're talking like there's a penalty flag.
I see it back here. Too.
It's back here at the 30.
Yeah,
in the defensive secondary, there's a flag at about the 28-yard line. Don't know if that's normally a defensive hold.
Possibly maybe a hold against your Wampus Cats as they were running that direction.
Holding? Yeah, I guess defense. So
I'll go with your call over mine.
They're going to go with the rush. They're going to give Grayson the rush for a 1st down.
What we did miss, though, Kobe Irwin came limping off the field.
Oh, yeah, I see that now. Damn it.
Trey Harris checks back in. Haven't seen Trey in a while.
Best thoughts to Kobe.
First and 10. Grayson going up for Max Owen. He's got him. Max. Little bobble, but he saw it all the way in, and he's down just Right at the 6 is where they'll mark it.
Look at the deep route from Max Owen, your tight end / wide receiver / old punter, old quarterback. Watch this. Just got open, got behind the defense. Catches the ball. Okay, he catches up.
I give it to Trey. Trey! The stutter step made a charging Wildcat miss and then put it in the end zone.
There's a flag. Late, but it does not negate the great run by Trey Harris. I mean, just wiggles upon wiggles inside the 5-yard line. Watch this. 1, 2, 3.
Mercy. Second touchdown of the night for Trey Harris.
So it came after the touchdown. The flag that it appeared to be. Let's see. Could be an unsportsmanlike on North Little Rock. They're talking to 29, I believe. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. So it was not unsportsmanlike. It's a personal foul. It's 2 late personal fouls. I mean, this, and I get it. Frustration. I mean, you're going to be down 49-0, and there's a whole lot of clock left in the first half, and frustration's kind of building over there.
Running clock cannot begin until the second half starts. So like you said, still 8:24 to play here in the first half. It's 49-0. Conway on top over North Little Rock. Back after this break on Conway Corp.
We don't schedule the appointments, but we connect them. We don't read the x-rays, but we stream them. We don't handle the procedures, but we power them. Here's to running the things that make business run smoothly. Conway Corp, always on.
Back live here on Conway Corp and around the 7A Central. No games closed except for Cabot and Little Rock Southwest. It's a 7-point game again. It's 21-14. Cabot over Southwest.
Hey, you know, Southwest is sneaky good. I mean, they've got some things that can go their way. They've got athletes. Boy, 33. Martin is just a beast out there.
Shorter field here on the kickoff after the personal foul was assessed. Man, who made that tackle out there? Gavin Perry.
Well, the thing about it is that on their kickoffs, they have tried to go wide, and again, up to this point, going wide against your Wampus Cats has been a losing proposition. They have to get vertical. The things that they can do, if they can get loose vertically, whether it's a pass route, as you saw on the sidelines and near boundary, and anything up the middle, they got a chance to do something. But, man, side to side is just, man, there's just no chance.
Rodney Chapman checking in at linebacker, and I believe that is Traylon Benz, the senior.
We have no starters in the ball game at this point.
As you would expect at this deficit, even here in the first half.
Oh, that's a great play. That's a great play.
Did the ball came out?
The ball did come out. I don't know if they got it.
Who got that first contact back there? It will be
I'd
North Little Rock ball.
Yeah, I'd have to watch it again. I saw Major James come in there. I think it was somebody from the backside. Was that Caleb
Kern?
Kern?
Yeah, maybe.
And but yeah, it's contact deep in the backfield, and again, clean up from the other guys. Nobody quitting, nobody letting somebody else make the play. Caleb Kern, 97 there. Great job getting in the backfield. He's there again. Wow, Major.
Oh man, that was dangerous.
I don't know if it's a hold or if it's going to be a personal foul. Let's see. There's a flag way back in the backfield.
Ulysses Davis was coming across as that
Personal
ball
foul,
came near.
Roughing the passer.
Ruh-roh.
They call Major James for a personal foul. He was going after the quarterback. He barely got it off, but I mean, he must have gone up too high on him. First down 4. Go back and Let's see on our monitor here. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that call. That looked like a little bit quick on the whistle there. I think Major had a decent shot there.
North Rock airing it out deep for Wilkins. Guy and Allen will catch up and take him down. Inside the 30.
This is where I show my old age as kids these days. He's throwing arrows out there, and he's down 49-0 with 7 minutes to go in the half. But okay, yeah. But a good play. Again, he's made 2 big plays for them, so kudos to him. They got away with the hold. The official white hat grabbed for his flag and then didn't throw it, and oh well.
Well, good job by Marshall stepping up into the pocket and getting that one downfield.
Yep. Best play of the night for them.
1st and 10 from the 29. James comes in motion. They'll hand off to James. Going to bounce it out on the left.
Oh, my gosh. You got to throw a flag.
Coming in. 2 flags coming in.
Yeah, I mean, my goodness.
You heard the crowd probably gasping for holding, and then what they're going to get the call, though, I think it's going to
be a hold. I think they're going to finally say it's a hold. But I will tell you, it was way before that point, and they were hesitating, and then all of a sudden it came out. But he literally threw him to the ground like a – that's ridiculous. I think you heard the crowd gasp as well as I. I mean, you know me.
It was hard to hear the crowd over Tim Roach.
Yeah, I'm losing my mind back here. You think it was a hold? Yeah.
All right. Check this out, Tim Roach.
Go ahead.
Cabot, 21. Southwest, 20. At halftime, the Griffins missed an extra point.
Oh, no.
As time expired, they scored and missed the extra point. So they're down 1.
2021.
At halftime.
Sideline warning. We missed the sideline warning on Conway. That's the coaches coming out, literally more than likely coming out onto the field
because of
to debate.
Yeah, wanting the holding call.
Yeah, because my goodness, they've gotten away with a few of them tonight.
About to hit the midway point here in the second quarter. Marshall trying to get the screen set up. And that was James working through 1 tackle. And he picks up about 6 or 7.
Good tackle that time by Cameron Williams. Wade had him dead to rights with literally no gain, and he ended up getting 5 out of it.
I don't know if we've called Whit Williams his name tonight yet.
He's out there now, number 31, the guy that I like to watch play. He's got that look and feel, man, of a linebacker.
2nd and 14. Marshall under pressure quickly rolls out to his right, going over the middle of the field. Ulysses Davis was right there and just couldn't haul it in.
Oh, there's another. He's already, again, replay. These Xboxers, they just all hitting the replay button constantly here. That's too bad.
Ulysses, a sophomore.
I feel for him. I mean, I really do. I mean, you know.
Well, you know, there's pressure, especially after the pick that Jacoby Wade had.
Yeah, I mean,
everybody's like, "Hey,
you top that."
Yeah.
Well,
exactly.
His brother tried to with the juggling catch. So great pressure that time. I believe it was Kanate.
Well, timeout, North Little Rock. That is their final timeout here in the first half, and we will take it with them back after this break on Conway Corp.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for more than 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all of your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway.
Our award-winning team, led by board-certified interventional cardiologists and emergency physicians, delivers one of the state's best door-to-balloon times for emergency heart care when you need it most.
So when you are facing a heart emergency, trust the care you will find down the hallway, not down the highway.
Back live tonight at John McConnell Stadium. It's been kind of It feels like it's been long. The second quarter's been pretty long.
Great shot right there. That's, I guess it's just blackout tonight is what they called it.
Yes, blackout.
I see Megan Wilson in there. She almost made the punt last week, or last time we were home. Boy,
he's telling him, you're on camera.
Here you are. There you are. Yes. Yes. Say hello. Yes.
Aiden, you don't go away from that. Come on. You stay on that. Third down. Pass it's out. Did he get it?
He did.
Oh.
Call it a catch. Yes.
I don't know if it's Kyle Henderson or Braylon Allen. 34.
34. Great play. 34. It's a great play.
If anyone out there knows, Levi Gilbert on Instagram, message me. Let me know. I want to know.
That's a great catch. I want to give credit to who should get it. Boy, that's a great grab right on the turf.
It's either senior Kyle Henderson or sophomore Braylon Allen.
Okay.
Who got the handoff there?
Yeah, I think. Is it a flag down? Yeah, lots of whistles.
Oh, that's Braylon Harris, the sophomore.
Yeah.
Man, he just kept pushing that pile.
Oh, they were
picked up about 6.
Multiple whistles just to stop the play. There was a lot of activity there. That's a great little run. And now you got, is that Gibson?
MJ Gibson coming in?
Yeah.
Number 30?
Yep.
Haven't seen him in a few weeks. Good to see him back on the field. He's going to fall forward. Maybe a long one.
That brings up 3rd and short. Still ahead of the sticks here, really.
Jay will stay on. Gets around the right edge, trying to get upfield to get that first down. He's going to be just about a yard short.
Yeah, 4th and a short one. The question is going to be, can Coach Kelly talk Buck James into?
I don't know.
I don't think there's any doubt they're going to go for it. They're just going to continue with the. This puts some pressure. I mean, you gotta. This is where you challenge your guys, and Tapp is leading the charge here.
Tapp will keep it. He'll slide down. Got the first down.
Yeah,
Smart play by Wesley Tapp.
That's the way you do that, young man. That's a great read. Great play. Nobody home on the edge. They all gutted for the stop up the middle, and he just took the free green and said thank you.
4 minutes to play here in the first half. Tapp plants his feet, going deep out on the far side.
Oh, that's a great throw.
Carter Crow making a great effort on that pass. Just couldn't quite get it all the way in, but great effort from Carter Crow.
Yeah, Carter.
Nice looking ball from Wesley Tapp.
Yeah, he threw it where only Carter was going to catch it. That was a great attempt by Carter. I mean, would have been the catch of the night, other than Jacoby's interception. That would have been the catch of the night. Wow, great effort, Carter. They did not jump across the zone there.
2nd and 10. Tapp looking for Harris.
You know, I like the throw though. I mean, they had it covered well, and he threw it, but he threw it ahead of time, and the defender didn't even get his head around. But it was really the only option he had. His first option in the slot area was not open as well. I wonder if they're going to run here to try to pick up some yardage to make 4th down more manageable.
Third and 10. Quick slant to Jaden Gaines. Got it in the hands, but couldn't secure it.
That was a great play call. I mean, that was right there. Just got to make the catch, and we got to make the good throw. It was a little bit behind him, catchable, but a little bit behind him. Punt team, Major Mahar.
Major wearing number 7, yeah. Had to go to it a little earlier than normal. Man, boomed it.
Nice kick. Oh.
Can they chase it down? It takes a bounce. Inside the 10.
Oh, Major. Nicely done, my friend.
Have yourself a punt, Major Mahar.
You boomed that one. Flip the field. Got them deep in their own territory with 3:36 left.
Yeah, he was dancing all the way, all the way to get the ball.
Now, North Little Rock has no timeouts left. Conway has all 3. They are up 49. So we will be, barring any absolute miracle here, we will be in a running clock situation in the second half.
Is that Corey Marshall again?
Yeah,
I believe that's Marshall.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. There you go, Cam. There you go, Cam.
Cam hits him as he throws it. Picked off again.
Cameron Parker.
Cameron Parker. Man, how many interceptions is that now tonight? I've lost count.
I don't know. Stats will give us, he'll fill it in for us.
Are we at 6 now? Goodness gracious.
Cameron Parker got the pick, 39. So again, Cookie goes to Cam Sims.
That pressure causing all kinds of trouble.
He was eating the quarterback alive in the end zone. Thank you very much, but great play by Cameron.
35-0. Bryant on top at the half. A 6th interception of the night. 7th turn, 8th. We've had 2 fumble recoveries.
I believe so. Is that 8 turnovers in the first half?
I've lost track.
Man.
Oh my gosh.
Can we get a total?
I know we've had at least 1 fumble recovery, but I think there's been 2.
Make a good block.
Get the swing out to Braylon Harris. Braylon does it. So another defensive turnover, quickly leading to points for your Wampus Cats. First touchdown of the year for Braylon Harris and first passing touchdown.
76. What's 76 out here? Just creating some traffic. Yeah. That's the way you do that.
That's Ty Ware,
the
sophomore.
That was nicely done, 76.
Ty Ware listed as the backup left tackle tonight. Making his way up the 2 deep.
Stats has us for 7 turnovers in the first half.
My goodness. 56-0. Conway extending the lead yet again. Back in 30 seconds here on Conway Corp.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all of your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers and exceptional team of nurses to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. When you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway.
Yeah.
Back live here at John McConnell Stadium. We're still trying to count
arguing with stats over here. I'm not sure why I'm arguing with stats. That's your job.
It's my job.
Yeah, you don't think he's right.
You're closer to him.
7 total turnovers, we believe, in the first half. 1 fumble recovery, 6 interceptions.
Well, somebody I know was talking about turnovers being a key tonight.
Somebody was. I don't know who it was. Who was that? Oh, that's right. It was me.
The Wampus Cats came in tonight. Let's see, they were plus 5.
Yeah, plus 5.
Now they're plus 12.
Oops.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that'll be okay. You can reverse all you want to. That's not going to happen. Yeah. Never really in doubt. There was too many blues and not enough white jerseys out there. So did your job. It's before the 30. That's okay.
Well, I'll tell you, folks are making it hard in the player of the game discussion. I mean, there's about 6 candidates.
You've already
at this
heard
point.
from me. You know what I want to do so far.
Yeah, well, I heard from you during a break.
Yeah,
they didn't hear from you.
I mean, how can you not give it to Jacoby Wade? How can you not give it to Noah Files? Just give it to the safeties.
How can you not give it to Stephon Wade?
Stop. Of
Cameron
course
Parker
you can. Of course you can. I mean, make a case for them all. Give it to the defense.
The defense, yeah. Collective.
Yeah.
A collective player of the game award.
That's
Man,
a good
that
run.
guy's
That's
bruising.
a good run right there. Yeah, that's a very good run.
That's
Solid.
Lewis.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you could say defense. The player of the game is defense.
Preston Shreves. That's either Preston Shreves or Trey McBride.
Okay.
We're going to have to talk to the coaches.
Yeah, I'm going to get some. We'll spend some time with some info.
Just, it's a good problem. A lot of double numbers for your Wampus Cats the last few years as the roster has grown.
Oh, that's a great play on the end over there. I can't tell who it was. I'll wait for the pile to get up. Thank you. 43. Trey Dietz, yeah. Really good job. Hung out right there on the end, literally turned his shoulders. The old school way of just get out there and turn your shoulders and make sure nobody gets outside of you, and he did that, and it was 2 yards in a cloud of dust.
2nd and 8.
That's a hold.
Gave it to Lewis, and it's going to pick up about 2 more yards.
Very athletic play by number 34.
Dicus.
Did the lay down your back, flip up on your feet kind of thing. We got held there. Cam got held and still helped create the play. He's been trouble out there, Cam has. Nice job.
Maybe Josh Vinces or Tony Holloman, who just checked in at defensive line 57. See him there on the near side. Jones.
Yep.
Pass out to Wilkins.
Yeah, he's been a problem tonight. That's a really good receiver they got going there, and they put it on him, but he's been able to find spots in the zone, and he's gotten to us vertically as well a couple of times. He's a guy that you got to find every play.
Clock stops at 1:21. No timeouts for North Little Rock. Got a fullback in. Jones fakes it, rolling out here near side. It's picked off again. My goodness. Stays on his feet. Another pick 6 for this Conway defense.
Number 34. Let's go ahead and say it. Take a guess. Wow.
It's either Kyle Henderson or Braylon Allen.
Yeah, either one of them, whoever you are, number 34. That is the way you get it done. He went vertical as quickly as he caught the ball. He saw blue at the very end of his drive, and he made it happen. Wow. This defense has just been unbelievable. Huh?
I'm going to do some digging.
Yeah, Levi's going to, while we're talking here, I'll get Will up here to take his, if he gets it here, let me just see. His 9th extra point of the first half. It is 63
I am
to nothing.
very confident that is Braylon Allen.
All right, Braylon Allen.
The sophomore.
Braylon, congratulations. The belt is yours for just a moment, but I wouldn't think you're going to hold on it too long. There's been about 7 of you that have gotten that belt tonight. Wow. I don't know.
I'm 100% confident that it's Braylon.
I will tell you, I don't know that I've ever seen anything like this. So 7 interceptions, and how many were pick sixes? 2 or 3? 3 pick sixes.
Well, Jacoby Wade had one.
Noah Files had
one. And Braylon Allen
had one.
Was that the second for Braylon, though?
Did he have a pick? Did he have a pick, though? So that's his second pick, I think. Wow. Incredible. So Jacoby has 2.
Jacoby had 2.
Noah's got 1. Stephon Wade's got 1. Colin's got 2. That's 6. There's somebody we're missing. Yeah, go ahead and do that. Stats have become fun tonight. Not that they're always fun stats. All right. Come on, Whit. Yeah, okay.
Oh, man. Was that McJoy?
I believe it was 22. I'm trying to get it. Is it 22?
I'm pretty confident that was McJoy.
Yeah. I'm going to give it to McJoy.
Goodness.
He'd had enough of that run, that dancing around thing that he was doing.
And our boy Braylon Allen back out there again.
Wow, what a night for that dude. My goodness. I've just never seen a half of defensive football like this.
Yeah, Braylon Allen has 2.
Okay.
Jacoby has 2. Noah has 1. Stephon Wade has 1. And Cameron Parker has 1.
Cameron Parker, that was the other one. Yep, 7. Yep.
Unreal. 63-0. And there's 55 seconds left to play here in the first half. North Little Rock just going to run the ball and mercifully let this first half at least, come to an end.
So that is 18, and I know that number. That is Siegel.
Bennett Siegel, the sophomore.
Yeah. He also does some deep snapping.
Snapper,
yeah. Good tackle by Siegel right there. Nicely done. The crowd has stayed here. It's been good to see the crowd hang out. Kyle Buchanan out there chasing.
Will be the last play of the first half. The Wampus Cats will head into the locker room up 63-0. What a crazy first half for your Conway Wampus Cats. We've got a great halftime show coming up. Lots of things we want to show you, so we're going to get to this break quick. The Conway Regional Health System halftime show coming up next here on Conway Corp.
You don't wake up thinking about internet speed, electricity, reliability. Your mind isn't on advanced treatment facilities or customizable systems. You don't have to think about any of these things because we do. Conway Corp, always on. Education is all about vision. It requires commitment, investment. So we pour ourselves into Conway students and teachers, schools, and scholarships. A brighter future? Now that's powerful. Conway Corp, always on.
There they are.
Back live here at halftime. So, hey, I think they might be doing this first. I'm not 100% sure.
That's a nice looking pickup truck. I wonder if it's used. No, brand new pickup.
We've got cheerleaders on the field with the little cheer squad. We also have
the
a
punt contest.
Special halftime activity that started a few weeks ago. A senior is picked a punt for a $10,000 scholarship. Each week, a senior is chosen to try and make a punt stay in the back of the truck.
Yeah, if we cut away to it, guys, over here, he's getting ready to kick as they're lining up. I think they're going to do the kick first. It looks like they are. Can't tell.
And then also tonight, we will have, as you can see.
There he is. 10 grand.
Who it is tonight? I'm trying to see who it is tonight.
He's from the student section. All right, young man. Good luck.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh, it almost bounced in.
Just to the right. Hey, I mean, that counts, right?
Yeah, surely. Surely. Is Marcel Goins out there? All right.
Well, good try.
Wow, look at this. We met a lot of these young ladies coming in tonight in front of the stadium. They were so excited about being out here on the field. Awesome.
Many cheer. They're getting excited. A lot of little children out there. All right, here we go.
Next up, next up are first and second graders. Awesome job, first graders. Congratulations on an outstanding performance.
All right. I think that's going to do it for Conway cheer and mini cheer. Now, as the band gets set up, we have another Where Are They Now segment with Mason Choate that we're going to play for you while the band gets set up for their halftime performance. We'll have it for you right now.
Welcome back to Conway Corp Channel 5. Mason Choate here with you. We continue our series, Where Are They Now? Looking at former Wampus Cats playing college football right now. And up next, we got redshirt junior Auburn long snapper Reed Hughes, class of 2020, Conway. Reed, we got to start, though, because the last time, between the time that you left Conway and went to Auburn, your dad has become the athletic director. So what's that like to have your dad as the AD of the Wampus Cats?
Man, I'm just proud of him. He's been in the Conway program for 22 years now. I'm 23 years old, so it's been 22 years. And he's worked his way from the bottom to the top. And, I, as a former Wampus Cat, I'll always be a Wampus Cat, to see him just work through the levels and, keep at it, it's inspiring. And, from a father-son perspective, he's setting a good example for me of, if you work hard enough and where you're at, doesn't matter your situation, you can get to where you want to be. And I'm just proud of him, man. It's something that he's always dreamed of, and he's gotten there, and it's really cool to see.
So since you've been at Auburn, you've kind of you're the character guy now on the socials. If you look at the socials, you got Running with Reed. How did that come about? And for those listening who maybe don't know what it is, you kind of explain what you do with that.
Yeah, so I've always been into the media world a little bit. You know, in high school, I did the sports breakdown, the halftime sports report for the Conway Corp broadcast. You know, that's back when I had my mullet and everything, and I was in my prime. But I've always been into the media world, and I would always go to our media team and be like, hey, I got this idea for a video y'all could do. You know, I think that'd be pretty funny for the fans. And one day they reached out and were like, hey, we have this idea. We're going to give you a microphone, and you're going to run around, and you're just going to be yourself. I was like, perfect. I mean, I'm all in on that. And then Running with Reed was born. And so really what I do is get a microphone, they hit record, and then I just run around and be an idiot. And that's my specialty. Just try to make the players laugh, try to make the fans laugh. And it is a lot of fun, and it's opened a lot of doors for me.
All right. Where are they now with Mason Choate? A week ago, we had Aaron Smith. This week, it was Reed Hughes. And let me just tell you, that was just about 2.5 minutes. We have the full 12-minute version of that interview on our YouTube page, 5 Sports, Conway Corp 5 Sports. I would recommend, if you like what you saw there, go out and listen to the full interview, because there are even more amazing nuggets in that full interview. It's incredible. Tim, what are your memories of Reed Hughes?
Listen, baseball, he had one of the best pre-batting routines in the history of Conway baseball. One of my favorite dudes to watch playing baseball. He was great in football.
He has some great quotes about baseball in that full interview. So please, I beg you, go watch the full interview. Mason Choate did a great job with Reed Hughes.
That dude's got the gift of gab. He does.
The thing I remember about Reed, of course, his senior year, his mother passed away right before the season started, and it was a huge deal. And I remember he was our 501 football player that year. And I reached out to him because I wrote the article, and reached out to him, and I was telling him, I'd lost my dad. I was just being encouraging to him. And then he just turned around and encouraged me, even more than I did him. I couldn't believe it.
He's a dude. The Hughes family, wonderful family, obviously, but Reed is just a dude.
All right, we have for you now the Conway High Band performance. I think they have competition tomorrow, so they got to get this performance in and get ready.
Locked in.
Go ahead and turn it over to Andy Hawkins and the Conway High School Marching Band.
marching band.
Hi, my name is Dr. Austin Cole. I'm an orthopedic surgeon specialized in sports medicine. Work here at Cosmic, or Conway Orthopedic Sports Medicine Center. After I did medical school in Little Rock, went over to South Carolina for 5 years, so a general orthopedic surgery residency. But there also, I sought that out because of the sports medicine experience. So with Stedman Hawkins, kind of a big name there, as well as working with Clemson Athletics. After that, I went to Kansas City for sports medicine fellowship. There I partook with care of Kansas City Chiefs, Kansas City Royals, KU Athletics, learned up-to-date techniques. So what motivated me to return to Conway is that I grew up here. I actually played football here at Conway High, and I do have family in medicine, so I always kind of thought about being a physician. That was a lot of my impetus to become an orthopedic surgeon and in sports medicine. With sports medicine, one aspect is we do a lot of stuff outside the clinic, outside the OR. We cover different sporting events around training room and help athletes get better from simple sprains or tendon injuries, muscle injuries. And so I think I'm bringing some unique ideas and techniques with my experience with the various professional collegiate athletics. I always had in my mind that I wanted to bring what I learned and that expertise back to this area, and then just care for the community, the people, and the city that I love so much. What I'm most excited about working with the team here is I think the impact they've already made on the community and continue to make. All these providers at Conway Regional Health System are in it for the right reasons. They genuinely care about patient health, and so I don't think you can get that in many other places.
My name is Dr. Dylan Cruz. I'm a family medicine physician at the Conway Regional Medical Clinic at Prince Street. I grew up in Helena, Arkansas. I went to undergrad at the University of Arkansas in Fayetteville, and I attended medical school at NYIT-Com at Arkansas State in Jonesboro. I completed my family medicine residency at Conway Regional. I decided to stay here at Conway Regional following my residency because I enjoyed my training here. I would say that Conway Regional is different from other health systems because of its culture. I've always felt very welcome and appreciate the positive work environment that Conway Regional provides. Everybody's friendly and eager to help. There's collaboration throughout the departments, and I feel like the administration is engaged. That's not easy to find at health systems this size. The Conway Regional eye care value that resonates the most with me is accountability. It's important for me to be accountable for my patients, other providers, and the community. During residency, I became a father. Becoming a father gave me a new perspective on overall health, gave me an importance of taking care of my family and myself. I feel like I'll be able to relate to my patients in new ways I was not able to before. A new perspective on taking care of my family will translate on how I take care of my patients.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all of your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers and exceptional team of nurses to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. When you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. When you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway.
I'm good.
Gonna have a drink.
Tim Roach, he was
gonna have a drink.
Trying to get up quickly.
Yeah.
There.
Well, I'm old.
Did I mute the crowd mic?
I think you did.
I may have, or is it just quiet? It's just quiet out there?
Don't know about that.
Well,
that's awfully quiet.
We can hear each other, so I feel good about that.
Wow. Wow. That's the sound of the North Little Rock offense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there's no sugarcoating what happened in the first half, 63-0. Pretty big night for your Wampus Cats, and by the sounds, you hear 63 points, you think offense, but let me tell you, it was really defense. Go ahead and take a look at the first half stats, because it was 8 turnovers that this defense forced. 3 of those turnovers were interceptions that were returned for a touchdown.
3 pick sixes and a half, 8 turnovers and a half. I don't know that I've ever seen anything like that. And again, I mean, it's a shame. But North Little Rock is just struggling big time. And again, they're building their program back up. They had a lot of Buck had talked about it. There's just a lot of turnover there on their football team, and so they're struggling, and it's obvious. We'll get to see a lot of young players here in the second half. But boy, I'm gonna tell you, 8 turnovers and a half is just incredible.
Oh yeah. And I mean, it was what did we say? 7 interceptions and 1 fumble.
And the thing about it is too is that you talk about the picks, and the secondary gets a lot of the glory there, really. And there were some great plays, but a lot of that is driven off the fact that we're getting back to the quarterback. So your defensive line is really putting the pressure on the quarterbacks and causing them to make some bad throws. But it's again a team. This has been a total team defensive effort on that side of the ball. Our offense again doing great, 292, and we really started shutting it down early in the second period. We don't need to do a whole lot. Look at that, 6 of 10.
Yeah.
6 of 10
passing.
passing.
We haven't even had to pass very much.
No.
And I mean, you look at Trey Harris. His numbers on the ground had just 3 carries for 70 yards, 1 touchdown. He also had a reception that he had 1 reception for 26 yards and a touchdown. So pretty much the entire offense, very efficient, very limited. Really, I mean, they got when they got the ball, they scored fairly quickly. They had short fields most of the night, but then the defense. I mean, the defense put up 21 points just themselves.
Yeah, it's been. I mean, again, our offense is very, very good, so don't take anything away from that. But our defense have set the plate or set the table for them, and served it up for them, and then they've scored on their own as well. So really tonight, truly, it's been a story of the defense, and they have they have played lights out.
I want to mention we showed the Where Are They Now with Mason Choate with Reed Hughes.
Yep.
During halftime. The full 12-plus minute version of that's on our YouTube channel. Last week, we had our first Where Are They Now, which was with Aaron Smith. And I was reminded that back in baseball, back in the May or April sometime, you brought me – we had a little Aaron Smith card that we got
Dude, I love
from
that.
our man,
Yeah.
signed, and I've had it in my backpack this whole time, and I forgot about it last week, so I just wanted to
Thank you, Aaron.
show that. Yeah, say thanks to Aaron, and both of those Where Are They Nows are on our YouTube page, Conway Corp 5 Sports. Both of them really great. The Reed Hughes one, I mean, there's 10 more minutes of content that you didn't see here at the half. I really recommend you go watch it.
A tale of two individuals. Aaron Smith's very soft-spoken, gentle giant, if you will, extremely smart and all those things. And then Reed is just he's a gab fest waiting to happen. All you got to do is just say hey to him, and it's like talking to me. It's 15 minutes later. You're like, what did I just talk about?
And got to give credit to Mason Choate.
Great job, Mason.
This idea, Jeff Matthews has had this idea for years. He's wanted to do this kind of segment. And it's just been trying to figure out where can we do it, how can we plug it in, and so he finally was able to make that happen this year. And a big part of that, of course, is former Wampus Cat Mason Choate doing the interviews. So.
He's doing a great job up in Northwest Arkansas. He's heavily engaged with the Razorback program in terms of covering them from a social media perspective, writes a lot about the Razorbacks as well. I'm very proud of what Mason has done. He started off doing some early six legs production kind of stuff. He called up a couple of baseball games, and these kids get started in high school. We've got a great program right now. Miss Langston's doing a great job with six leg.
It will be a very brisk second half here in Conway. Running clock the whole second half. Back to receive for your Wampus Cats. Atreo McJoy and Braylon Harris, but neither one of them will get a chance to. It's Rodney Chapman.
Right.
Catching the ball.
Nice.
We'll get to see lots of folks here in the second half. Excited about that.
Get your pencils ready.
Crowd mic is
up and running.
A funny thing. So Whit Griffin out there.
Yeah.
To start the second half at quarterback.
Nick Joy's out there. C.J. Neely, wide as well. And Jackson McGee.
I believe that's Marcus Cox.
That's a first down.
A junior in at running back. It's either Talent or Cox, but
he said Talent, but I think it's
Talent's
Cox.
a linebacker.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Cox.
But to be fair, I'm just assuming that based on the fact that his brother was a linebacker.
Yeah, I don't know. So number 38. Good run there. That's a first down. They'll slow it down. They'll get try to get the plays right. There's the up-tempo offense. Probably you may see it a little bit, but it's really going to be a slowed down version. Oop, snap.
Another
Great
handoff.
Catch. Great catch that time by Witt. And it's Sky for there goes Collins coming in. 84 is Jaden Ho. He's in for C.J. Neely. And it looks like, is that 80 out there far wide? Jeremiah Carey, and then 81 went in.
I'm going to guess that is Seth Talent because I don't see Marcus Cox in the program.
Okay. Well, he's getting it again.
Running fast, lowering his shoulders.
I like that.
If it is Seth Talent, of course, his brother, Ryan Talent. It looks like a Talent. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah,
the face.
Yeah.
That looks like a Talent to me.
Let's go with that. Cameron Kidd in the game. That's his name.
Is Braylon Allen coming in at running back now? After the night he's had?
Yeah. Well,
Two interceptions?
You've seen his ball skills. He's already has a touchdown on the evening.
That's
what do you
true.
expect?
Yeah.
Of course he can.
Let's see what he can do
Give it to
on
him.
offense.
Give it to him.
3rd and 4. Give it to Braylon. Braylon getting around the right side. Braylon.
Almost.
Fighting.
Yeah,
It's going to
got
be
close.
just short.
Yeah, but dude, he's not afraid to get it out there. I like that. McJoy coming back in. We got an offensive lineman number 79. Again, we have 279, so J.P. Horton or Drew Stockstill.
Program's been my friend tonight.
Yeah. So now you've got Talent back in. Running back on 4th and 1. Let's see what our offensive line can do here. Oh, yeah. Nice. Great push that time by Talent. Had contact at the line of scrimmage, man, and really drove his legs. Really good job there. 88 is going in. That's either going to be Daniel Howell or Barrett Brunghart. Don't know which one. Again, working the clock, just trying to get all these guys in.
Why'd you call him in at tight end?
It's Gibson.
Hand off to Gibson. Chased down from behind, slung down. Going to be a loss of 1.
Yeah. Tough tackle right there. Not a lot of room, obviously. Their linebacker came flying through. Bree Simpson. A little bit of frustration on that tackle as well. Don't blame them. Double stacks to the near and far side. With Griffin again in the quarterback.
Another handoff to Gibson. Gain of about 2 this time.
Looked like he was about to get more, and they shut it down pretty quickly. Flew in from the outside, and the linebacker again. That's number 8. Bree Simpson has been flying to the ball in the pink sleeves.
Jeremiah Carey, sophomore, checking in at receiver. He's number 80, and also Jaden Ho back out on the field.
They're teeing off on the run there because they knew we were going to be doing that, and we may do it again here at 3rd and long. I'd love to see him be able to throw it. I mean, I'd like to see some work done there.
Gotta get the play off. They do.
Oh, Play game.
I thought he got it off in time.
Guess not. That was a great route by McJoy and a great throw by Witt. That was going to work.
Well, maybe we'll get to see it again here.
I don't know that.
Well, McJoy came off, though.
Yeah, so you're not going to see it again there from McJoy, but man, that was a great throw by Witt.
Be a handoff to Gibson. Gibson's going to get about 2. We'll bring up 4th down.
We will keep the offense on the field, it looks like. Might see a pass here. Because again, you don't stop the clock. Now they're going to punt.
Punt team going to come on.
Either way, the clock does not stop. It's already at 5. Our clock gets a little bit off because it's normal. Calibrations are done differently. It's 5.5 right now.
But still, worked more than half of the quarter off.
Yeah, it's same difference. It's still 5 minutes and change.
Last punt for Major was a beauty. This one looks to be another beauty. Will be returned.
Great tackle. Yeah,
Tanner
that's your
Harris.
man. Never fear, Tanner Harris is there.
And some guys, they just find a role.
Yeah, he's a football dude. You can tell he loves.
But it's come out of nowhere though this year.
He's
you
down
know?
here flexing on the sidelines. Yeah, Tanner, that's a baby. That's right. That's right.
Well, hey, that's his job. His job is to make those kinds of plays. He's been doing it.
Big Tanner. He's getting fist bumps from the training table. I mean, everybody, yes.
Ty Buchanan in on the defensive line alongside Trey Harris.
Oh.
Someone came in and laid some lumber there at the end.
That was going to be number
18 or?
No, Siegel he was out there, but it was 28. Yeah.
Well, that's our guy Ulysses Davis.
Yeah, almost had a pick. Almost had a pick earlier.
Cam Sims, Cameron Parker out there. Braylon Allen, our man out there.
94's out there. That's Jamari Poindexter's out there on the end, on the far end.
Handoff here on 2nd down.
There goes Jamari Poindexter. Thank you for the pickup there, Mr. Poindexter. Nicely done.
New line coming in. Lawrence Wagner, sophomore, out on the defensive line. Number 91, you saw him there.
Who's working the middle linebacker spot? Now Witt's on the far, he's on the outside edge.
It's Rodney Chapman at 44, yeah.
Yeah. Everybody up close. Got to be careful of number 3.
First down, another run for North Little Rock.
That guy's a tough runner, man.
He is.
Really tough runner. Lots of licks there. Just got to wrap up a little bit. Younger guys get a chance to kind of get their feel at the varsity level because the North Little Rock varsity team is still out there. So you're getting to go against the ones, and that doesn't happen very often for some of these guys. So you're getting the speed of the game at a different level.
Well, and one thing your Conway defense has not done this year, have not gotten a shutout so far this season.
Yeah.
Still an opportunity to do that here tonight. 2nd down pass short.
Well, you know North Little Rock wants to score. I mean, they're not going to sit on it. I mean, they're running the ball probably more than what they might if they were in the ball game, but they don't want to get shut out either. So it's been a long year for the Charging Wildcats. They've scored 30 points total this year in the first 4 games and still sitting on 30 for the year through almost 3 quarters now.
3rd and 5 for Jones. He'll hand it off.
There you go.
Be a big first down. Ronnie Chapman turns him back inside. North Little Rock flips the field down to the 35.
Yeah, they got the edge. We weren't able to catch all the way out to the side, and they beat us out there. Good run.
In the third quarter, between Cabot and Southwest, Cabot was up by 1 at halftime. They're now up by 9. It's 35-26. Cabot over Southwest in the third quarter. The other games in the Central, out of hand.
Out of hand. So they are, yeah, they're definitely, Southwest is making some improvements.
Jones completes a pass out on the far side. Another first down for North Little Rock. We haven't talked really about the West much, but some much closer games over on the West. Bentonville West Springdale tied up at 14 in the third quarter.
That's crazy.
Springdale's 4-0, and Bentonville West 0-4. So that's an interesting game tonight. Bentonville's up 21-14 on Northside. That game in the third quarter. That's a real interesting score.
That's very interesting.
Another interesting score is Rogers leads Fayetteville. Rogers, this game in Rogers, 28-21 in the third quarter there.
I'll have to go back and watch that one when I get home.
There might be a new number 2 team in the state if that score holds out.
Yeah.
And it would be your Conway Wampus Cats.
Fayetteville always seems to find a way, though, you know, and I can't stand that about them. And, I mean, it irritates me to no end, but it's a sign of a good team and well coached and all that stuff. But I get tired of it. I'm not going to lie to you. Wampus Cats getting dangerously close here to giving up a shutout. And I mean, it would be great, but it's also not that critical. It's 63-0. And so just want to play hard all the way through, do your job, try to make a play, see if you can get a break. That's a great tackle.
Jones hands off up the middle.
That ball came out.
Conway says they have it.
They're saying they're down.
No, the near side judge saying Conway ball.
All right. So which is it? We got one saying no, one saying yes. Let's see who wins. I have a feeling
Coach Frazier wants it.
The far side official is really coming in, shaking his head a lot, and he called it down. So we'll see what they say. Okay. Another turnover. 90. I don't know. Did 91 get it, or did?
Well, let's take a look
on
the sideline.
I can tell you that 68 is. Let's see who gets it.
Well,
57 maybe.
Okay, got the replay coming up here.
Oh, 57. Yeah. 57.
Wow.
That is a great job.
Well, is it
Tony Holloman or Josh Vinces?
Lost in all of this. It's the end of the third quarter. We're going to go ahead and get a quick break in here on Conway Corp.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. When you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway.
Back live here at John McConnell Stadium. Conway offense getting things going. Whit Griffin trying to set up a screen to Braylon Allen, but it will fall incomplete. So what, we're 9 turnovers now? 2 fumble recoveries and 7 interceptions? And it keeps the shutout alive, Tim Rose.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, I was trying to not make a big deal about that, but
well, I mean, hey,
it's important. It is important. Defense. I mean, they've played hard. Again, the defense tonight has been the star.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. There was a penalty.
Oh, they get a penalty.
Yeah, 5-yard penalty against your Wampus Cats.
Got to be a legal formation to let the play go. All right, brings up 1st and 15. Witt's still in there. Nice.
Another great run.
Talent.
By Seth Talent.
Yeah. Right up to get made a little bit of a wiggle, but boy, it came out of his shoe.
My wife, when she was pregnant with our first son, she babysat both of the talent boys
There you go.
when they were little guys.
So you have a connection. You're very happy for Mr. Talent.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent.
That's why it was great to talk to Ryan Talent last year. You know, linebacker for your Wampus Cats. Had that personal connection.
Yeah.
And Seth Talent, she also babysat him. He was the baby of the bunch then.
Well, a snap that went awry kind of caused that whole play to also go awry, and stomped well into the backfield. So I think they were going to throw that. I do. I think they were going to throw that. So let's see what they do here. 3rd and long, 3rd and 7. Witt still in the backfield. He's going to throw. Nice.
Witt.
Now he's going
to keep it.
Yeah.
Puts his head down.
Almost pulled the trigger, and that, I tell you what, that was a good decision. He had his running back out in the flats, and he made the decision not to throw it, and I think it's a good decision. That had kind of interception written all over it, so nice decision by Witt there. All right, punt team is back. Number 7 is Major Mahar. 22 on the punt team.
Man, oh man, Major Mahar has had some beautiful punts tonight.
Oh, he caught that on the run, though.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Uh-oh. Catch him, Caleb.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Major trying to get there at the very end. Will not get there in time, so.
I begin to look for Buck James in these moments. Watching him stomping the.
He's all the way back here at the end.
Yeah. You know, he caught the ball on the run and got by the first wave and made one guy miss, got the tackle, missed the tackle, and it was down the sideline, and all the angles were bad at that point. You had basically a defensive lineman trying to track him down. So points for North Little Rock. They get on the board. Got to get enough guys on the field to pull it off. Now they've got 11.
Jackson Copley in for the point after.
There you got it.
North Little Rock gets on the board here in the 4th quarter, 63-7. We'll be right back after this break on Conway Corp.
We don't schedule the appointments, but we connect them. We don't read the x-rays, but we stream them. We don't handle the procedures, but we power them. Here's to running the things that make business run smoothly. Conway Corp, always on.
There he is, Buck James.
Buck James.
They were up 63-0. They gave up the score. I think he's still happy with the way things have gone.
Yeah,
for the most part.
Yeah.
I mean, how can you not be?
And we actually had a lot of backups in there on the punt coverage team. And so, a couple missed tackles, and that's what happens when you got that's a big dude that caught the ball there.
9 takeaways. I don't think you could be.
I don't.
I think you can be upset
well,
with that.
your defense still has not let them score. So
that's true. That's true. It's a good point.
So
and think back, Jonesboro, the only touchdown that was scored against our ones in that game was the kickoff return.
The defense, the first team defense, true first team defense, I think is only given up one score, and that was against Bentonville.
I think that's accurate. Yeah.
It was 7-7 against Bentonville, and then it was all short. Then Jacoby Wade did stuff.
Cabot up 42-26 over Southwest with 8:17 to play in that game. Hey. McJoy. I think he might have been out of bounds.
Yeah, could have probably thrown a flag there, but you didn't.
Well,
that's okay.
5:50 to play. Let's just go ahead and get this one over as quickly as we can.
I want everybody healthy. I want everybody healthy. No shenanigans, please.
Something we haven't really talked about, kind of lost in all this. I mean, 9 takeaways for your defense. No turnovers for your offense.
Yeah, didn't turn the ball over, and and never really came close to it. No ball hit the ground. No throw was almost picked off. I mean, it's been very secure on the offensive side. And now, truly, they've had some short fields, but we played clean football on the offensive side. And even our backups have done really well with the ball. So, really good job by your offense. I know that we keep talking about the defense, but the offense has done their job.
And only three penalties in the first half. And your Wampus Cats only had 3 penalties last week, and that was after averaging 10 through the first 3 games.
And I should probably, hey, come on.
Jay Gibson getting pushed down
Well,
a little late there.
Thrown down late. Yeah, okay. But, that's a good point. We harped on it for the first few weeks. I mean, they were averaging 10, 12 penalties a game. And they're playing hard, and we were winning big. But you had penalties that can cost you again against some of the better teams, and it's good to see them get it cleaned up. That's a real good point.
2nd and 7. Really not much work in there. Maybe a gain or a loss of about half a yard.
Yeah, the size difference has been evened out.
I don't think we've called this name yet. Brooks Reed.
Number 5.
On the far side. At receiver.
All right, number 5.
Brooks, a junior.
We've tried to throw on 3rd and long. We've tried to throw a couple of times, 2 or 3 times here with our backups. Yeah,
there's Brooks. I think Kamarian Kidd is 81 here on the near side. I'm not sure we've said his name yet. And Donovan Day, the sophomore receiver in.
See if we throw it here. Nope. Yeah.
Another handoff. We're down to about 3.5 minutes.
Seth getting to work. I mean, not Seth. Is it Seth?
Yeah, that's Seth Talon.
Yeah. I was thinking about his brother. He's getting a workout tonight.
Well, I'll tell you who was Donovan Day, the sophomore receiver down here on the near side. Well, he's just coming out. Mm-hmm. He was getting after it, blocking downfield.
I mean, and that's the Buck James way again. And it's coaching staff. It's their way. They want, if you're going to be out there and you're going to go, you need to, by gosh, give your best. A film doesn't lie.
Jackson McGee?
McGee. I'm going to go with McGee.
With Griffin passing here on 4th down. Oh, had Jeremiah Carey on the slant, but just let him out a little bit too far.
But you know what, though? I like the effort. Great throw. It was only going to be caught by one guy. So they'll work a little bit more on that.
Peyton Fowler, sophomore in at linebacker, number 49.
Who's number 60?
The other linebacker here?
62.
Holt Bennett, sophomore.
Holt Bennett here at the near side linebacker. You still have Cam Sins out there.
And that might be Jacob Elms. I'm pretty sure that's Jacob Elms in at defensive end, 64 on the far side.
And 54 is that Trey McBride.
Jacob's father, I work with him at Axiom.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
All right.
The story goes that Jacob was playing linebacker a year ago, and at some point this year he got moved to defensive line because Coach James said, "You're playing defensive line now."
He got the message straight from Buck James. Yeah. That's that. If Buck James says you're playing defensive line, you're playing
defensive line.
That's
a
true story.
You don't question it.
That's a true story.
2nd and 4.
Good push by your defensive line there.
Over the middle. Works out of the tackle.
This is your guy that scored on the punt return.
It was Davian Withers, the junior.
Yeah, he's a good-looking player, number 1 is. They've got a couple of guys. Again, now, this is this year, right? They're building for the future, obviously. But they've got a couple of guys that can go. Running back that's very good. A couple of wideouts that go well.
1st and 10 from the 29.
Kept the ball.
Looked like a little option play they were had out there, but he keeps it. Yep. Corey Marshall. I think he may have needed someone to open the door. Sorry, talking internally here.
Okay.
If you don't mind to go do that, Tim Roach. I think that's Seth Talent's grandfather, by the way. 2nd and short. 20 seconds left to play. This could be the last play for North Little Rock. Cam Sims chasing him down, catches up to him from behind.
I got back in time to see that.
Was I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Thank you for helping.
Oh,
me.
you bet, you bet.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to do it. Your Wampus Cats move to 5-0 on the season as we cross the midway point of the regular season. Big win, 63-7 over the North Little Rock Charging Wildcats. North Little Rock falls to 0-5.
Yeah, it's a tale of two teams that are headed in different directions right now. North Little Rock will be back eventually. They'll build their program back up, but Conway's looking pretty good right now. Let's just focus on us, and we did everything we needed to do tonight, on both sides of the ball. So very proud of the Wampus Cats here tonight.
Well, you said it in your Tim's 3 things. We got to focus on us tonight. And I think we did that.
Yeah.
To the tune of 9 takeaways.
Also, point number 3 was take advantage of turnovers.
Yes. Yeah, so. you called that.
Yeah.
Man,
they did that, and they did that.
All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a break here and get things ready for our post-game segment. We'll have player of the game. We'll have a look at final stats. Close things out and get you ready for next week. Got a big game coming up on the road that I know Tim Roach has already moved his mind towards.
Yep.
But all that post-game stuff coming up next after this break on Conway Corp.
The community of Conway continues to be committed to the Wampus Cats, just as Centennial is committed to our customers. Perseverance, commitment, and resilience are key ingredients for success, both on and off the field of play. Whether you are cheering on the Wampus Cats, starting a new business, or planning for the future, Centennial is here for all of life's moments. Let us be your partner. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
Thank you for your business.
Back live one last time here at John McConnell Stadium. Your Wampus Cats move to 5-0. Now, Tim, I know you were watching Coach James like a hawk in his post-game speech to the team after the Southwest game.
Mm-hmm.
How you feeling so far from what you've seen right now?
Well, it looks very directed. I mean, I think he's talking about the very things that we've talked about. This is a team that you should beat very well, and you did that. So, okay, good on you, but there's some things to clean up, and he'll find all those things in film. But I think it's probably a more of a positive thing. Hey, everybody got to play. Everybody got some things done in defense. Probably thinking his defense quite a bit there.
Well, and, I mean, come on. We had 8 turnovers in the first half. And still found a way to get another one in a second half that lasted about, what, 25 minutes?
Yeah.
If that?
Yeah. Real short second half.
Big night for your Wampus Cats. They move to 5-0, 2-0 in 7A Central play. And I want to try and check on that Fayetteville score quickly before we get into the rest of our postgame. Because Fayetteville, they were trailing by 7 last time we looked. At Rogers tonight, they are still trailing 31-28. The only reason I bring that up is because currently Fayetteville is ranked number 2 in the state. Your Wampus Cats ranked number 3 behind them. So depending on what happens in that game, your Wampus Cats could be the new number 2 team in the state behind the Bryant Hornets. Bryant took care of business tonight over Little Rock Christian on the road.
Still shutting them out 49-0 right now in the fourth quarter. So. Yeah, it's an interesting. There was some blow. Man, the Central has full blowouts except for the Cabot Southwest game, and but boy, the West has been very interesting. Springdale, Bentonville West tied. God, strange scores.
All right, now we had a hard decision tonight because when you have 9 turnovers, how do you decide player of the game? Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. And then Tim Roach had an even crazier idea, and Stats was all on board with it. So, I said, let's go ahead and do this. Player of the game is your Conway defense. I mean, all of these guys. R.J. Chapman, you saw him tip that pass there that Noah Files picked off. That was the first interception that was returned for a touchdown tonight. Jacoby Wade, he had 2 interceptions. His second was one of the craziest interceptions I've seen in a long time. This was his first one.
Yeah, Hype with the ball here. He was never down, by the way. Never down.
You were all over that. But it was the second one that was even crazy. This one right here, one-handed, stays in bounds, takes it downfield and scores.
RJ saying 6 from about the 15. Nice.
He wasn't the only Wade that got an interception. Stephon Wade also got an interception. This player right here tipped it to himself, got underneath it. And then Braylon Allen. Jacoby wasn't the only player with 2 interceptions tonight. Braylon had 2 as well, including that one. That was his first one. And then this one wasn't Braylon's.
This is Camarion Parker.
Here's Braylon's second.
Yeah, hello.
Returned it all the way. The 3rd interception tonight returned for a touchdown.
Unbelievable.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
So your players of the game tonight, the entire Conway defense.
Well, and they didn't allow a score. They did not allow a score. The special teams did. But so your defense was just absolutely everywhere they needed to be and then some. And, again, your defensive line is a credit for a lot of those picks because they were putting pressure on the quarterback all night long. And it was pick city in the secondary.
Take a look at the final stats tonight. Just a big effort for your Wampus Cats. One-sided affair pretty much. I mean, it was the turnovers that really did it. North Little Rock added a lot of their total offense late in the game, so it wasn't even that close. But 7 interceptions tonight. And, I mean, we only attempted 11 passes all night.
Yeah, and some of those were by Witt and by
Wesley Tapp.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what Grayson's numbers were, but they were very few.
Yeah, Grayson finished tonight 5 of 6, 134 yards and 3 touchdowns.
through 6 balls, 3 of them for touchdowns. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, great night overall. Just a very efficient night offensively, and defense kept giving your offense opportunities. That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. Your Wampus Cats winning 63-7, moved to 5-0 and 2-0 in conference play. And we will be back a week from tonight, this time on the road at Cabot. Cabot looks like they're going to pick up a win tonight over Southwest. They'll be 1-1 in conference play. And just a huge rivalry there between your Wampus Cats and Cabot.
Yeah, it'll be a time. I'll be there.
You will be there. He's Tim. I'm Levi. You're about to see all the names that made tonight possible. Great job by all of them. Especially great job by Wayne stepping in on replay tonight. He did a great job. We'll see you all next week. Thanks for watching.
Go Cats.